Okay. Pretty sure I'm ready. Feel like I am. I'm a little zombified this morning. Went to drive-in with my family, so a little tired, a little discombobulated, but hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hi. I'm a practical eccentric, and it's a Dreamlight Valley kind of morning, day, wherever you are. But let's see, I'm checking all my check boxes and making sure everything is marked as done so that my brain is happy. But yeah, I hope you are doing well wherever you are. We went and saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie, so that was a good time. Got to try the drive-in in the new car, learned some things. My older child is a little bit too big to be using we usually fold down the back and put blankets and pillows and stuff in there. And the new car is shorter and he's bigger than the last time we did that. So we'll have to come up with a new strategy to make sure everybody is more comfortable for the next one. But we only stayed, it's usually a double feature, but we had already seen the second movie and we didn't want to be out too late, so it was good to kind of test the waters with a movie that we only wanted to stick around for one, and we still had fun. It was just like, a little uncomfortable, might need to bring a chair, might need to, instead of putting the back down, just leave it as a bench seat in the back or whatever. But other than that, everybody was excited to go and be out and just have a nice time, although now my sinuses are a little angry this morning, but what are you gonna do? Have a drink, that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, so I hope everyone is doing well. Let's start shuffling some cards so that we can get our questing on. Oh my goodness, this is day 2 of my week off and I'm super stoked. I'm really hoping it doesn't rain all week long. But, it's been sprinkling this morning. I think it's supposed to kind of rain off and on for at least the first part of the week. I have plenty to do inside, but I would also like to get some of my outside stuff done. We did Easter last weekend, and I noticed a bunch of limbs down. So, of course, we got to get out and collect those. And then if it keeps raining and then it does some sunshine stuff, I'm going to have to mow, which... yay. I'm always so excited to mow. But, I also get to get my plants going, and I haven't been to buy plants yet because it's still kind of in that warm enough during the day but could be too cold at night situation. So I haven't gone and bought the plants yet, but I do have my dirt. And this year we get to try using some of our compost that we started doing last year. So it'll be interesting to see if that provides benefit, if our plants seem like they're happier because they've got compost going. I don't know. It's the first time I've actually added compost into personal gardening stuff, just because I don't really do a lot of personal gardening. If you've been here before, you've heard me say it, but if you're new, my goal is to make sure the plants I plant don't die. That's my goal, because I'm not a green thumb. I don't know what it is about having plants outside, but if I forget to water them, then, they get toasted in the sun, that kind of thing. And for years, I used to joke that plants, people would, usually it was like my mother-in-law, I think my mom might have given me a plant or two when I was younger, but like, this is where plants go to die, because I forget. I stick them in a window because I need sunshine, or if they're sitting outside, the only time I think about them was I'm coming and going to the car, and especially when I was younger, I worked a lot more. And so it was just like, oh crap, I should do that. And then, come home from work and you're tired or whatever, forget about it. So for people who are naturally inclined for gardening, it's like, wow, that's cool, but it's just not me. So that's why the goal is really, really simple. And so far, been successful. So we will see if we can have another year of successfully not killing the plants that we plant as I, learn more and more and try other plant types. Last year I had a couple plant types that I was like unsure about, and they didn't die, but they didn't thrive. So meh, live and learn, right? All right, so Sanctuary, a new card this week. Can I see if I'm centering that? No images. Sanctuary is the card of the day. Good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip. Or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath. Or a normal-sized trip to a tiny bubble bath. Or maybe you tripped and fell in someone's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favorite sanctuary and unplug for a bit, especially if a bath is involved. Now, isn't that the perfect card for a week off from work? Now, that is with the intention of getting stuff done around the house, stuff done for content creation, stuff done with my family, that kind of thing. But it does feel a little bit of like disconnecting from at least part of regular stuff and doing things that I am choosing to do and I would like to do and I would like to do in a more, like I would like to have more time, a little bit less stress about it. And if I was like working during the day and then trying to get all this stuff done also at night, it would feel very stressful and I probably wouldn't get to all of it. I don't think I'm going to get to my whole list, but having the time away from work to accomplish those goals does feel very much like, you know, unplugging and taking a break. So once again, not surprised that that is the message I'm getting. And if you need the message of sanctuary, even if it's just to take a bubble bath, apparently they are promoting bubble baths. Big or small. And maybe not even your own. So there we have it. Sanctuary is the message of the day. All right. And a new card. I haven't pulled Sanctuary yet this year. Alrighty, there we go. So let us go ahead and manage our business. Our business is turning this down and then making sure all of the settings are set. And then I don't need to close any of that because I need to open my Dreamlight Valley spreadsheet just in case we have stuff unlocking, which we might. I need to turn up my ears a little bit. I did work on Pocahontas' friendship so that she is level 9. She's getting really close. I think she's like halfway to level 10, which is great because that way we can just march through quests. I've done a lot of work on Star Path type stuff because that is one of the easiest ways to not obsess over leveling is to just do tasks. So I did try and do a little bit of, she's a forager, so I tried to do like foraging, a little bit of foraging runs, which is, you know, I had a few tasks that popped up for foraging, but I did my typical gardening stuff. And then as I was working on duties, I would take her around, even though she's not a miner, she's not like a fisher, but she still gains experience by doing that stuff. So that is how, one of the main reasons that she has gotten to level 9 since Thursday. And then I did get a lot of points. So you know what? While we're here, why don't we go ahead and look at the rewards? I want this tree. This. And this is why we needed our spreadsheet open. Is this really considered furniture? It's weird. It's fine. Okay. I have already run around and done, what? I have already run around and done shopping this morning. I got one new thing, but I did get a few things like since Thursday because I've been trying to go to the shops as I'm dealing with this. I'm going to go ahead and unlock. He's 100. I'm going to get this deer tail. I'm going to get this topiary. Bambi topiary. I figure we'll just spend the tokens and get it out of our system because I've been saving them. All right. Wow, things are pricey. Seem pricier than normal? Did that mean they added more duties or did they increase the duty output? These look about the same kind of points. I wonder if they've added a ton of duties. All right, that's moonstones, which is really obvious and easy. Let's go ahead and do, because I feel like motifs were usually like 10 to 15, right? But we'll do the cheapies. I'm trying to get as many pages opened up as possible. I really want these, though. And I really want this. But we'll do this first. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do these. Crystal Cavern Wall. And then I'm assuming the other one is Crystal Cavern Floor. Oh, Crystal Cavern okay, we'll write it texture. This is why I have a category column texture, not floor, texture. But it's flooring, so we're going to make it a flooring category. All right. Okay. Go ahead and do this motif. And then Volcanic Rock, Lava Creek. These are the same price. So let's go ahead and just do a rock. So this is Volcanic Rock. All right. Ugh. Jeezums. I like this. I don't know if I don't typically remember to use motifs, but I like this. I'm interested to see what it looks like actually applied to an image. I do see people use motifs, though. Go ahead and get the moonstones. I kind of like these two dresses the best. So we'll go ahead and get these two, even though they're pricey as well. Perfect. Petals dress. Looks kind of weird with the backpack on, though. It's funny looking at me. Okay. And then this one is a golden perfect petals dress. All right. And then that gets us to 6. That tree is also really pretty. Dandelion tuft umbrella. Although it's interesting, I did see, and this is one of the reasons I don't want to pay attention to negatives too much. I would probably notice it later. But, like, if I see stuff that's, like, hey, calling out negative stuff, they were talking about this umbrella not being fully tested, and it's because I'm assuming that it clips weird through stuff. It actually looks like it's behaving better with the backpack than it is with her head. But, yeah, like, it shouldn't do that. And see, I don't want to obsess over that. Like, I'm sure I would notice it. And honestly, it is one of those things where I'd be like, I don't want to use it because it clips. Unless I'm doing it from the front. Like, if I'm doing a dream snap, I could still see using it for that, but, like, running around with it without looking at it entirely from the front, I could see being like, no, that's going to bother me. Because I've done that with other pieces and things. So now it's like, now I'm aware and I'm going to look at it. Not to say, I mean, sometimes I notice that stuff on my own and sometimes I don't, but I don't necessarily want, like, if I'm just blissfully ignorant, sometimes that's better. Is that bad? I don't know if that's bad. Maybe. All right, this is from Bambi. Do I have Bambi in my collection? Data. Validation. Do I have Bambi here? I do not. So Bambi is a new category. So let's go ahead and put Bambi in my list of options for what? Universe? I've referred to it in my own spreadsheet as collection. But that's because it's mine and I can do whatever the hell I want here. All right. There we go. Alphabetized like alike. And then we can go down to the bottom. And we can do Bambi. And this is marked as a purchase. Couldn't remember what the little tag icon was. Because there's like no tag. Then there's this little like calendar. It's the event icon up here. And then there's nothing. So I try to keep track because they sort them differently. You can't change the sorting. This is in non-Disney related, and this is considered an event. Crystal Cavern is considered purchase. And Volcanic Rock is considered an event. Okay. And then I wish I could change the sorting. Like, I wish I could make non-Disney related in alphabetical order regardless of these little icons. It took a while for me to realize that they actually sort them differently. So, like, you have these ones up here in order from A to Z with no icon, and then they do the purchase ones, and then they do the event ones. And so it was bugging me for a while. So now it's just like I just account for it in my own notes, so I don't have to worry about the fact that what they do is not what I would do. Okay, so what was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh, I wanted to look at the vault rewards. So I should be able to collect this. I wonder what this gives me, because it's not gonna, I mean, I've already got that. And then this, I guess, opens in 2 days. And this is all the way up to 37 days. I'm curious what the question mark ones will be, you know? Crystal paving stones. I hope those are a purchase. It'd be really nice if it was a purchase. But let's open the box and see what we got. Okay. Oh, those animations are new. Natural wood bench. Is that... Did I get that already? It says new. Is that... Interesting. So how would people get that in other ways, like Scrooge's shop or something like that, if they didn't get it from this chest? If they were getting, like, if they were getting the flowers for the first time, I'm assuming they wouldn't be getting this here. So I'm guessing it would be a Scrooge's shop thing. Natural wood bench. I'll take it though, because I know I'm gonna like Pocahontas stuff for sure, for sure. Stuff made out of natural materials and with like beaded and intricate patterns. Yeah. Yes, please. I'm sure some of this stuff is going to go super cute with like Encanto and Tangled and stuff like that. This Alpine stuff. Anyway, detailed Frozen. Frozen has some detailed stuff. Definitely into that. And mixing and matching that stuff together. Okay. So, we need to go snag Pocahontas. I have not done gifts or... Did I talk to her today? I might have already done her conversation for the day. But I still need to track her down because we have a quest. Oh, you know what I want to do real quick? Because I meant to do it earlier and I totally spaced doing it. Is I want to make sure that I am doing Wally's daily quest so that I can just easily get some eggs, especially the green ones. I have not been doing a lot of egg collecting. Mostly because I don't really need to, but I do want to make sure that I am getting as many eggs as I have capacity to get while I'm trying to do 14 million and 2 other things, because I know I'm going to want to make more of those egg lamppost things. And so this is the easiest way to get eggs with almost no effort for me, just because I have plenty of flowers saved. So it's just, I mean, I only get 2 of the green fishy eggs, but it's better than 0 fishy eggs. And if I'm not taking the time to fish, it took me all of like, what, 15 seconds to get that done? Right. And I did do the weekly one already. I did that when I came in to do my Dream Snap earlier this week, I think. Or did we do that? We did that on... Did we do that on stream? We did that on stream, didn't we? On Thursday. Okay. Where's Pocahontas? Because this is... I want to try and get as much of her questing done today as is possible without feeling like hyper about it. I mean, in all honesty, I could get hyper regardless, but, you know, I don't want to be, like, frantic. I guess that's the right word. Okay, excuse me. Hey, you, stop. She was having, like, breakfast with Elsa earlier, and I was like, oh, totally see them hanging out. Let's hang out. Yes. And then, do I need to talk to you?
Another adventure?
No. But let's go ahead and do this.
Oh, well,
Lilith, I'm so glad you're here. I'm afraid there's a problem with the music for our celestial celebration during the Moontide Glow. Lucky for us, I'm great at solving problems. What's the issue? Back home in my village, we celebrate special moments with drums, dancing, and singing. I thought it would be nice to have this for the celestial celebration too. Cogsworth and Stitch both wanted to help, so I asked them to bring their own special skills to the celebration music, but they seem to be having trouble. What kind of trouble? Or Cogsworth can be difficult to work with, or well, Stitch is a bit chaotic. Let's not project. What kind of trouble? They had a sort of performing space built, and now it's broken. I'm not sure how it happened. Okay, let's meet at the Dream Castle and get to the bottom of this. All right, but before we do that, let us see what her gifts of the day are. Oh, that's not what I want. Teal, eternal poppies, grilled vegetables, and bass. So I'm probably going to need to go to the house for the poppies. I guess I could have just fast traveled, but apparently I'm not doing that. So, oh, and I have mail, so let's look at that. It totally ran off and didn't even look at it when we came out of the house. Okay. Dear Lilith, thank you so much for helping me set up the Three Sisters garden. Not only will we have some delicious food for the celestial celebration, but the garden reminds me of home. I've included a few items here as a thank you. Pocahontas. All right. Poppies. Alrighty. And flowers. And teal. I haven't finished crafting the colorful chests. But green should be here. And probably the second chest. Yep. Couldn't remember what the names of the other green flowers were. I think I might actually be able to craft. Do I not actually have a workbench here? Interesting. I thought I would have had a workbench in here. Maybe it's just because this is a art studio, craft studio, whatever the heck I called it. I think I just put them in the workshop space instead of, or the atelier. Because I'm fancy, right? She doesn't want something crafted. She wants something cooked. She wants a fish, like a grilled bass, I think is what it was. Something. Grilled vegetables. I guess it was grilled and not bass that I was right. Bass is the the fish that she wants. All right. All right. Kind of take it. Oh, so more drama. My drain that was backing up a couple of weeks ago, I feel like I might have mentioned, I probably mentioned it here because I yap a lot, but we got it snaked and it started backing up again. So we had to get it done again, which is super fun. And yesterday I had to run a load of laundry. And then 3 of us needed to take a shower. So I was like, okay, you take a shower at this time, then we can wait for the drain to drain and then like give it an extra half an hour and then the next person can take a shower. Such a pain in the ass. And then I had to tell my husband, it's like, you need to run the dishes overnight so that we can make sure that no, like there won't be toilet usage, there won't be shower usage, there won't be laundry happening. And it's just like, I got a bunch of stuff that I want to do this week. And I really don't need the drain to not be able to drain. Like, that's not okay. And then I also have extra cleaning now because of it. So, of course I do. Anyway, just super not happy about that. But such is life and the joys of owning a house. Look how close she is to level 10. I kind of can't believe I got her that far.
Hello.
In just, what, a couple of days, really. Which is nice. It's nice feeling like, yeah, I got there.
Is this about another adventure?
Because I wasn't sure just how much time I could give. trying to work on leveling her.
That's wonderful.
There we go. You're welcome. Excellent. Alrighty. Go to the Dream Castle. Did I already give... I already gave Wally his quest items, so I've already gotten the eggs. I was like, do I have a memory of doing that? I mean, it literally just happened, but also... Oh, that's what somebody was talking about. Hold on. I want to look around, because unfortunately I've seen some spoilery stuff. They're supposed to be adding something in here soon, but it's not here yet. But I want to look around because unfortunately I saw a picture. Actually, I saw 2 pictures, which is really frustrating sometimes. It's like, no, being on the internet sometimes really sucks. Seeing stuff before I, you know, but... You know, that's the risk you take for being on the internet. Sometimes you see stuff before you want to see stuff. I wonder if it's not here yet. Like, maybe I have to do some questing first? Alright, well, we'll wait to see if we can get it discovered. Today before the end of stream. Maybe. You know what I'd like? I'd like these lights. They're cute. And like these banners, those would be cute to have. Check this corner. No. Okay. All right. Well, apparently it's not something that's happened yet. So I'm not going to tell you. You'll either have to find it, you either have to get spoiled on the internet yourself, or you'll have to wait to see if we figure it out here today, or find it on your own. That's because the celestial celebration is important. Everything must be perfect. Why can't you take things more seriously for once? I forgot. These kind of conversations can happen on their own as soon as I get close, you know? Again, tired brain. Apologies.
Good to see you.
All right, Cogsworth, Stitch, are you having difficulty working together? Let's hear what Cogsworth has to say.
Do go on.
Certainly. Ahem. To prepare for the celebration, I asked Stitch to move the stage to the proper location. Stitch moved stage over and over and over. Clockman too bossy. I am not. Well, Nugasha. All right, let's just talk about this. Cogsworth, what caused the stage to break?
Unacceptable.
This little scamp dropped it. He's reckless. Doesn't give a care about the details that will make the celestial celebration a success. Let's hear what Stitch has to say. Stitch moved stage 5 times, but Clockman never like it. I am merely trying to ensure that everything for the Moontide Glow is perfect this year. Putuka, too bossy. I see. Stitch, can you tell me how the stage broke? Stitch dropped it. Clockman say to move stage again, and Stitch get mad. Not mean to break it. Stitch writing song for celebration. Need time to practice. Well, without a perfectly placed venue to perform, no one will hear your song. I think I can see what's going on. Stitch broke the stage. Not Stitch's fault. Okay, chill. Of course it's your fault. Cogsworth. Ahem. Lilith, clearly he doesn't share our vision of a sublime performance atmosphere. But something tells me you're not faultless either, Cogsworth. Clockman never happy. He thinks music writing easy. You two are worse than Miko and Flit. In my village, my father had to resolve a conflict between 2 people. Each thought their task was more important than the others. So he asked each person to do the other's work for 1 day. Cogsworth, Stitch, I think you can both learn something from each other. Pocahontas is right, or what could Stitch learn from Cogsworth? What could Cogsworth learn from Stitch? They absolutely could learn something from each other. Cogsworth, things don't need to be perfect to be good. I want you to try writing the song for the celestial celebration. Ha! I could do it in my sleep, especially since everyone loves chamber music as much as I do. And Stitch, you're now in charge of the stage, including repairing it. Taka, no problem. Easy. Can I do anything to help? Or, that's right, time to walk a mile in each other's shoes. Or, this is going to be good. The second one. I'm not familiar with that phrase, but the idea is just what I was thinking. Perhaps you could think of a way to inspire them in their new roles.
Yes.
I'll take some pictures around the valley of places that I found inspiring myself.
Anna.
Okay.
That means goodbye.
All right. Well, are you still with me? Are you still with me?
Let's do something fun.
Theoretically, yes.
We'll see each other again soon.
Okay, the wishing well in the plaza, one of the ponds in the peaceful meadow, and the bridge of the frosted heights. Okay. Well, this... Hey, Hades. And then a pond in the peaceful meadow. And then a bridge in the frosted heights. Or the bridge, I should say. Show the pictures of Pocahontas. Uh-oh. See, she's not with me. Hey, you. Oh.
I'm so happy you're here.
What rhymes with celestial? Ancestral? Vestibule? No, that's all wrong. I'm glad you're here, Lilith. Cogsworth may need more than those beautiful images you made for inspiration.
Oh, dear.
This is a disaster. I can't find the precisely perfect words to capture the majesty of the event. What have you got so far? Or do you need the exact right words? Or I guess Stitch was right, huh? Writing songs is hard. Do you need the exact right words? I feel like if I ask that, he will say yes. And I feel like if we point out that it's difficult, he'll just get defensive. So let's just say, what have you got so far? Oh, it's dreadful. I couldn't possibly share it with you. Now I must get back to my composing. Lilith, we must help Cogsworth see that not everything needs to be perfect. Nature isn't ever perfect. Every leaf is different. Each sunrise has its own special glow, and all of it is beautiful. Beautifully imperfect. I like it, or how can we do that? Or, but I like when things are perfect too. I mean, I do. I find that stuff satisfying, but also beautifully imperfect. It's like a field of flowers. They're all unique, but together they're a sight that's peaceful and harmonious.
Yes.
I know. I'll pick some mismatched flowers and make an imperfect bouquet for Cogsworth.
Oh,
And the thing is that you can like both and you can understand like their place. Like there are things where precision is very, very appropriate and satisfying. And even then, it's still, you could still find imperfections and things that are perfect. But like, you wouldn't want a field to look perfect, like identical. It would look weird and it wouldn't feel right. So like each has their function. Graphic design is a great to look at like things looking perfect and clean, being very appropriate for the application. All right, quests. Wait a second. Are you gonna make me get the things? No. This is the incorrect direction. Man, this is right here. Dandelion. Oh, you know what? Quest icon. There's a quest icon. I can just look at that. I don't have to think. Perfect. Is it? Oh, it's 3, and I'm dumb. Okay, that's fine. Split 3. Because I forgot they stacked on each other. Where's the third one? There it is. The present icons are distracting a little bit. Not in a, like, would not get rid of them. But also, I was looking in these corners because it's kind of draws the eye because there's so many of them. And this little icon on the right corner, right lower corner is only on 3 of them, you know. Oh, I need 5 dandelions. 5 dandelions. I thought they were all 3s. Split. 5. There we go. Oh, I just bring it to her to make the bouquet? She's still not with me because I forgot to ask her to come with me again. Where the hell did she go? There she is. Are you hanging out with Sally? Are you guys comparing fabulous hair?
Oh, it's nice to have a quiet morning.
Look at her little animation. That's cute. Okay. Hi. All right.
All right. It's good to see you.
Okay. Thank you, Lilith. These flowers look wonderful together. I hope they can help Cogsworth see that not everything needs to be perfect and that Stitch's songs are important. He'll at least be happy they look so pretty, or not sure anything will make Cogsworth lighten up, or writing music is hard. Stitch deserves more respect. I would agree with that. We all deserve respect because we all have something to contribute. I would also agree with that. That's something my father taught me. Lilith, could you help Stitch while I bring Cogsworth these flowers? What's Stitch up to? Or sure, I love Stitch. Or helping others help themselves is a lot of work, huh? Yeah. Sometimes. But it's always worth it if for our friends. Now, about Stitch, and 100% agree with that. It's a lot of work, but totally worth it.
I see.
He's struggling with the stage. I don't think he's collected the items he'll need to fix it. Maybe I'll put together all the supplies he needs in a stage repair kit for him. That would be very helpful. Cogsworth did mention that he left a drawing of the stage in the beast's home. Perhaps that would be of use. Okay, I'll do that while you talk to Cogsworth. Meet you in the Dream Castle later?
Do you ever have strange dreams?
But can you also hang out with me? Just in case I do stuff that gets you experience points? Oh, does that mean we're gonna be able to, have Miko hang out with her? No. You did drag me in. I'm trying to get this egg, ding dong. I don't want to talk to you. I want to pick up this egg. Fine. I'll make it happen. Get it. Thank you. Don't you tell me I can't have that egg without being all complicated. Because I'm here and they're grown. Okay. Stage blueprint inside the beast's house. Let's make some smart choices instead of, like, gliding across the entire valley. Okay. So I've decided I'm going to have to strip everything out.
I've never seen a kingdom like this before.
When I start doing the outside spaces, I'm going to have to strip everything out, I think. Ah, there we go. And just level all the biomes. It's going to be so weird. I mean, I have empty spaces because I have, like, the meadow. I did that ages ago because I actually started doing stuff to, you know, put down an orchard, and that's why there's trellises over there, and, you know, I started reorganizing this stuff and then never finished it. Partially because my original plan was to put both of my gardening patches down here, and then the waterers didn't work. This is not the direction. And it's just been easier to just kind of have no things in my way. I also have a place to plunk things down as they come out and we can look at them. But, I think I'm gonna have to strip everything. Like, I'm thinking about moving all the houses to the floating islands while I'm going through each area. I don't know if I'm going to strip everything from every biome or if I'm going to strip each biome as I work through it. But I don't even know if I'm going to make, like, do each biome in its totality. Or if I'm going to do, like, a section here, a section there. I haven't really thought about that part yet. I know where I'm starting. That's the only thing I know. And I have ideas for spaces outside. But I don't know, like, how I'm going to go about it. The house was really obvious and easy to be like, you do the first room first, and then I work clockwise. So I go left, up, right. And that was just really easy because, of course, you know, they're boxes. You can work in 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box on each floor. I mean, I didn't have to do that, but it was really easy to just let it dictate to me. But now I can choose. Dress up. Casual top, casual pants. Am I not in casual anything? Oh my gosh, my nose is just driving me crazy. Let's see. Casual. Oh, I've got a hoodie on. And casual pants. Sure. Oh. Never mind. I forgot I can't actually go in the castle. Just the castle from fast traveling. My nose is driving me nuts. It's been, you know, probably about 3 hours at the drive-in last night because we got there early enough to find a good spot, and then there was a playground, and, you know, just kind of doing drive-in stuff. We never could see eye to eye, but someone knew we had to try. Our differences were as a brick and feather. You'd misbehave and make a mess, and I was always in distress. But at last we've learned to work together. Okay. Here you go.
Oh, hello.
Hee hee, that went rather well. Did he just hee hee at me? The song is good, not perfect, but serviceable. Taka and Stitch sorry he breaks stage. Clockman just want everyone to enjoy music. Pocahontas, you're a miracle worker, or I can't believe you two are getting along, or is this a trick? Is this miracle worker maybe? We did it together, Lilith. The flowers helped Cogsworth understand that perfection isn't necessary, and to ask Stitch for help. And working on the song together helped them make a strong new bond. Amazing, shocking, but delightful, and let's see how long this lasts. I don't like either of those two. I'm going to say amazing. Stitch, dear fellow, let us proceed to the next task, fixing our beloved stage. That's right. Let's use the stage repair kit to fix the Moontide Glow stage.
Oh, yes.
After you've done that, would you place the Moontide Glow stage on Dazzle Beach? Everyone will be gathering there for the celebration. So why was it in the Dream Castle? After you've done that, oh, I've already read this. We don't need to read it again.
Follow our own paths.
See, I don't like the responses that are like, I don't know, snarky about, like, it's already like they've just repaired things. They've just learned to work together. They don't need somebody saying this will never last straight to their faces, right? Right as they're working through, like, sometimes that can be like, people can take it as a challenge, like, oh no, we're going to prove you wrong. But honestly, I feel like the risk of, you know, saying it'll never last is probably, like, worse. Like, just be supportive, damn it. Like, really. I don't know, I just get a little irritated with, you know, people essentially saying people can't ever get along or work together. Like, some things may not last, but there's no reason to just be like, no, it can't possibly last. Doesn't seem productive, useful, helpful. Like, what do you want people, like... Anyway. Sorry, I'm not going to soapbox about it. Again, optimism. I like to be an optimist by choice. And being supportive could actually make the difference if people run into difficulties getting along. Like, they need a mediator. Not to say it's your responsibility to be someone's mediator, but, like, I don't know. That whole what goes around comes around kind of thing. Just feel like we could all use a little bit more positivity and support. Like, all of us, even if you don't think you really need it yourself. Like, you might, and you just don't know. I got Ariel's castle almost centered. Anyway. Yep. Stitch. Alright. Hey, man. It's a cute stage. Do I get to keep it? The extra decorations and stuff? It's cute. And we got our imperfect flower bouquets. Nice. Hey, don't leave.
All right.
I'm so glad that Stitch and Cogsworth found a way to understand one another. You did a great job helping them through their argument. My father does so much to bring the people of our region together. I think he would be proud that I've learned some of his skills. Now we have to finish our preparations for the celebration. But first, I'm going for a swim. Oh, and I'd like you to keep the imperfect bouquet. Thank you for your help, Lilith.
We work well together, don't we?
Right.
It's good to see you.
Wingapo, my friend. A little algae problem, but it's so pretty.
I'm so happy
I
you're
don't want
here.
it to go. I want it to stay. I'd like to gather some things to help us decorate for the celestial celebration during the Moontide Glow. Would you help me, Lilith? I mean, it doesn't have to be quite this fancy, but I think it'd be cool to have a decoration where you could put just like a little glowing patch around. I thought we could use the glowing algae to make the decorations. We could make camp on the island. We could make camp on the island where you found me when I was with the winds and gather what we find there. There we go. I can read. Oh, I love that idea. Or that sounds all right to me. Or I've never been much of a camper. That sounds all right to me.
Huh?
Could we ask a few villagers for their help as well? I know Jasmine and Cinderella were curious about the Moontide Glow, so they may want to join us. And I think we should invite Mother Gothel, too. She has a fondness for beautiful things. I know she's prickly, but she may like to be included. That's interesting. Would you speak to them and then meet me in my house? I'll gather what we need for the camp.
We must all follow our own paths.
Hold on a second. It's in furniture. It's just a furniture thing. It's not crafted? Interesting. Imperfect bouquet. Non-Disney. Okay. Nice. I didn't get the stage. Hold on. Yep. There it goes. Moontide Glow stage. All right here. Jasmine, Cinderella, and Mother Gothel. Well, let's go talk to Mother Gothel first. Hey.
Over here. What a pleasure.
Pocahontas and I are planning the celestial celebration for the Moontide Glow and thought you might... No. But you didn't let me finish. Sorry, darling, but I must run. Have fun with your moony glow lights or whatever nonsense you're up to today.
Ta-ta.
Okay. Whatever. See, you can extend the hand, but you can't make him take it. Maybe she'll come around. Okay, go to the fountain. Is Jasmine hanging out with Lady? Yup. Oh, and Vanellope. Nice.
Excuse me. Ready for an adventure?
Pocahontas and I are camping out and gathering glowing algae for the bleh. Pocahontas and I are camping out and gathering glowing algae. It's gonna be one of those days, y'all. So I'm just gonna have a drink. All right. Pocahontas and I are camping out and gathering glowing algae for the celestial celebration. Do you want to help? I'd love to, Lilith. The glowing algae is fascinating. It would be wonderful to see it up close.
It's so amazing to be among this many friends.
I imagine she would also be really interested in water-related things, like water-related phenomenon, because she comes from a desert place, you know? So I could see being really fascinated. Like, I like water, and I'm not unfamiliar with water, but like, I could see being really interested in experiencing things that are ocean related because I've never actually been to the ocean. I've seen the ocean as we were driving, but I've never actually been to the ocean. So I could see being like fascinated with that. Desert would be the same thing too. I think it'd be interesting to see desert phenomenon. I've never been to a desert. I mean, I've been to New Mexico, so technically I have been in the desert, but it wouldn't be like the Sahara, you know? Pocahontas needs some help with the celestial celebration. Would you like to join us on a campout to gather some glowing algae?
Oh,
Why, that sounds lovely. The glowing algae is quite beautiful, isn't it?
time to start another day.
Okay. Go to Pocahontas's Haken. All right. Let's see, the closest one is probably this one. But yeah, I was thinking how weird it was going to be to move Pocahontas, or like not Pocahontas, everybody. Like if I were to strip this whole biome, I have 4 houses here. 1, 2, 3. I have 5 houses here. And then like all the trees and all of the rocks and just stripping it all out would be so weird. Because I've never done that. For this biome. I've moved things and I've gotten rid of things, but I've never stripped the entire space. Okay, use the boating gear to travel. Oh! Look at you guys over there doing your thing. Hey, Pocahontas. Mother Gothel was a party pooper.
Is this about another adventure?
I mean, you started it. Thank you for joining us, Lilith. Now we can begin. I've never made a camp before. What a wonderful new experience. Although it does look like a recent storm made a mess of the island. Oh, I'm sure we can have this place tidied up in no time. I agree. If we work together, we can get to the fun part even faster. No problem. Let's clean up the rocks that are lying around so we have room to set up camp. Yeah, I don't mind camping, but I don't want to be the only person. Like, my husband's not a camper, so we do not go camping. But, like, I have a friend who occasionally likes to go camping, and it's like, I could see doing that. Because it's like, I know, like, everybody working together makes it so much better because the hard work part sucks. And so being like if I took my little one, I would have to do, you know, setting up the site and setting up the tent and doing that. Like he could help with some stuff, but there are things that he definitely wouldn't be able to do. So having other people that are excited to do the fun part helps get the work done. Like my husband would do the work, but he wouldn't be excited about the camping. So like he wouldn't be super motivated to want to do the hard part because he wouldn't want to do the fun part either. So I don't really go camping that much, but like now that my older son is old enough now to do it, I could see him and I, because my older son loves outside. Like he was always wanting to go out. He actually has a tent that he has set up both in the backyard and inside the house. Which is kind of funny because it's a room-sized tent. We don't have big rooms here, but like it filled the whole living room before the living room had the living room furniture in it. So funny. I think that was in between where we had cleared the living room space and we weren't painting yet because we were waiting on some other things. Like we had a piano that needed to leave. And he set up the tent in there and it filled almost the entire living room. Yeah, see, I want this. I want this as a decorating object. Or like an effect, you know, that you can have. Okay, I need to eat. Ooh, I'm gonna need to make... I accidentally sold all of my banana splits.
Oh,
I'm gonna need to make some berry salad later.
Wonderful.
Alright. The island looks much better. Thank you. Thank you all. Now I have everything ready to set up camp. Just tell me how I can help.
Oh,
Yes, and me too. I learned so much when we're all together. Once our camp is set, we can start collecting the glowing algae for our decorations.
we'll see
Nice.
each other again soon.
Gather glowing algae by digging around Moontide Island. Nice. Oh my gosh. I'm tired today, but like in a good way, because we did fun stuff, right? But also, like, I'm hoping this week goes well. Because I have a list of stuff. And I know I won't get to everything on my list. But it is so nice to just be able to be like, yeah, I'm going to have a week where I can just tackle things. You know, there'll be chunks of time in the morning where everybody will be out of the house but me. You know, so I can focus on stuff I want to do, like, just totally about me. And still have time afterwards to do other things. Anyway, it's just going to be so nice. So I hope I stay motivated and, like, allergy stuff doesn't make my my week miserable, you know, because it could totally do that. Here's the glowing algae I've found so far. This is a wonderful start. Jasmine and Cinderella are also searching for algae. I think they just brought some back to camp. In the meantime, I have a different favor to ask you. I'll help with anything, or what kind of favor, or I'm already here collecting algae. Anything else would be better. Don't be that way. Everything needs to get done. I'll help with anything. Would you help me collect some items we'll need for our camp and for the decorations too? Most of them will be easy to find, but you'll have to return to my Hagen for a special resin. Noted. I'll gather all of the materials, including the special resin, and bring it back once I'm done. Thank you. Please give the materials to Jasmine. She'll be waiting for you. I'm going to explore the island and look for more algae.
Let's do this again.
Ooh, I just had a thought. Okay, I'm not thinking about that right now. What? Softwood, hardwood, clay, glass, special resin. Inside Pocahontas's Yahagan. All right, we'll do that. Honestly, I'm going to run around and grab the wood from the biomes because I have a duty. Is she with me still? She is not. Hey! No. You.
Let's do something fun.
Let's hang. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to help me gather sticks, Chicky. Because I think she does not get points from doing that. Does she get points from doing this part? Yes. So I'm going to do some stump removal. Actually, that's not what I want to see. I want to see this. Pick up wood materials. 33. 36. Fantastic. Doing that. Because I need to pick up 100 wood. And this biome should have regular wood, or not, softwood and hardwood. Which helps me with my quest, but also helps with that duty. Because that's a lot of wood to pick up. Not undoable. And I mean, I just got it opened up. Was that one yesterday? No, I got it opened up today. So I already had, you know, some wood from earlier. So I'll probably get it done today. But any dent we can make is good. It's a good dent. Yes, I don't need softwood anymore. Don't care. It gives her experience. Hey, tramp. You know, if I could give you chickens to chase, I totally would. Just because, you know, he's not going to hurt him. I mean, he's going to scare him. maybe in Dreamlight Valley, you could have chickens where you're like, hey, you're playing a chase game with the dog. You will not get eaten by him. You know? Like, you could just talk to the chickens and just tell them it's fine. And then maybe they would be able to have fun with it too. It was funny, earlier I was doing mining, and since raccoons give you bonus stuff for mining, I had them with me, so I was like, oh my gosh, I have Pocahontas and raccoons running around with me. It seemed very cute. I'm assuming she can have Miko run around once we get Miko leveled. That'd be nice. Okay, I now have enough hardwood, but I'm also kind of on a mission to clear this biome of wood. Because I wonder how much wood I will be getting. It could be great to just get that duty done. There it went. Perfect. Alright. I'm gonna have to come back up to your Yehaken anyway to go to that little island again, so might as well come down here and get our business done. Clay and glass. Both should be in here. How much did I need? 4 clay, 6 clay, 4 glass. 6 clay. 4 glass. Alright, and then we go get the resin in your Yehaken. So the only fear I have, and it's kind of wild to me to think that the first Subnautica, I'm thinking about what I'm streaming this next week. I'm so excited about getting to Subnautica. The only fear I have is that I'll have to downgrade the graphics in order to do all the streaming stuff. Theoretically, I think that game came out in 2018. So theoretically, my computer should more than handle it. But I'm always nervous when I'm going to do a new game, especially a game that's kind of resource heavy. Because I can't fully test everything I do because I can't multi-stream, you know, without actually multi-streaming. So that's where the extra taxing comes into the system. So we'll see. We'll see what it takes. I think it'll be fine, but also I'm excited, so I'm nervous, you know? Okay, here you go. She's so pretty.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Jasmine. I have these materials that Pocahontas asked me to bring you. Thank you, Lilith. Your timing is perfect. I'm afraid we have a problem. Uh-oh, what happened? Or, yeah, the place looks trashed. Or, of course we do. What is it now? No. Uh-oh, what happened? What? When Cinderella and I arrived, we saw a shadow with horns and claws devouring the algae left at the campsite. Oh, that sucks. It left before we could get a better look. Pocahontas asked us to stand guard while she tracks it. You said it was a shadow? Was the thing scary? Or it was eating the algae? That one. Yes, it seemed to enjoy it quite a lot. Keep standing guard here. I'll go find Pocahontas in case she needs help with this beast.
Goodbye.
Pocahontas went looking for the algae-eating creature. Find her on Moontide Island. Well, let's go up top and see if she's up here. And she's not. So let's look around. There she is. Hello. All right.
I'm so happy you're here.
Lilith, thank you for joining me. Jasmine told me about this beast, creature, thing you're tracking. Did you find it?
Oh.
Yes, it's cornered in the cave, but I can't get through the rocks blocking the way. I've got a pickaxe. I can remove the rocks with my pickaxe. Then we can make our way in.
Let's do this again.
Boom. Up. Well, I guess I should have known. Hey, Mike. What's up?
Good to see you, kid.
Mike. Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to eat it all. Why did you eat the glowing algae? Or why did you run away into this cave? Or how did you get here? This one. I heard Cinderella and Jasmine, and they did not seem pleased. That's when I realized I ate all the snacks, so I left. I was going to find a way to pay him back, I promise. Snacks? Do you mean the glowing algae?
How funny.
What else would I mean? Never mind that. Mike, how did you even get here?
Yeah.
Funny story. I was working on my new comedy set on the beach because I wanted to ask Pocahontas if I could do my show during the celebration. But then I smelled the algae, so I ran into the water to grab some, but I tripped, got caught in a current, and bobbed my way to this island. Humiliating, I know. That glowing algae was meant for our decorations for the celestial celebration. Seriously? Yikes, my bad. What can I do to make it up to you folks? She's still out there, or is she like hidden in the wall because of this conversation? I got tons of jokes.
So interesting.
Why don't you lend us a hand? We can all fish around the island together to replace the algae you ate. All right, Mike. We'll make you some other snacks, okay, buddy? All right. Follow Mike to the boat. Okay. Hey, Mike. Get on the boat and fish around Moontide Island. Talk to Mike. Well, I'm going to talk to him.
Good to see you, kid.
So you're telling me that glowing algae really wasn't a delicious little amuse-bouche? No, Mike. No, it wasn't. Or that is so gross. Or no, but I'd be lying to say if I was lying to say no. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. I could say no, Mike, it wasn't. Am I curious what the algae would taste like? I mean, it's glowing. I wonder if it would be interesting. I knew it. Okay. You want to find the slimiest of the algae. That's when the flavor is at its most eye-watering. And now I'm feeling nauseous. Thank you for telling me. I don't have to experience it myself. Let's just focus on finding more glowing algae in silence. Although it could be something similar to, like, not to say algae would ever be like dry and leafy, but the difference for me particularly between like cooked wet spinach and leafy spinach, I feel like that's what it might be like, where it's like I don't want the slimy stuff. Is there not? Okay. This is not the button. I do like spinach cooked in things. Like I like an artichoke spinach dip. But like just cooked spinach on its own. No thanks. South. No. Yes, sure. Have we been here? Interesting. I don't know if I'd been to this one before. Nope. The spot goes from being on the boat, and it looks like it's going to get to the fishing spot sooner, and then it doesn't. There we go. Crap. Hold on. West. Oh, okay. Again. Okay, because of the level change, it distorts how quickly it gets to the spot. See, I don't think I've been to this side either. Items have been sent to your mailbox. Why? What? I don't understand why items are getting sent to my mailbox. It's weird. We go this way. Wreckage. Okay. Alrighty. I have leftover chicken tonight. I was just thinking about, can I actually eat some of that for lunch and dinner? Let's go back to the island. Because I didn't really eat a ton before I started streaming, so now my stomach is like, hey, you didn't eat a ton before you started streaming. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I had a piece of cheese. That's what I had. Here you go. Now, Mike, don't eat it. You can go fishing for your own. Although it is special algae, so maybe don't. I'm so happy we were able to get everything we need for our glowing algae decorations, even if we had a few surprises along the way. Again, okay, ladies. Again, I'm sorry, and don't worry. I am so full I couldn't eat another bite even if I wanted to. Okay, well, that's helpful. It's all right. Everyone makes mistakes. What matters is that you helped to make it right. And tracking you to that cave was good practice. What's next? Or we forgive you, Mike, or I still prefer the nori seaweed on sushi. I do like nori on sushi. All right. What's next? Well, let's see what our decorations look like all set up.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, cute. I like it. Okay. This looks great. Thanks to all of us, the celestial celebration will be beautiful.
I enjoyed spending time with you.
Oh, that's cute. And then these lanterns have this blue on it. Nice. Take a picture. All right. Which way is the direction, though? I feel like because they're over here, I should take it like this. But I feel like it should be like this, right? Oh, that's not it. Take a picture. Okay, you guys. Maybe it is like this because they're all over there.
Friendship
Mike is
and
just...
kindness are more valuable than any gold.
There it is. Hi, folks. Well, that's it. That's my set. Thanks for coming out.
All right.
Would you help me with something?
I will. Everyone was talking. I was like, what is happening? Okay. We did a wonderful job with the decorations for the celebration. Definitely. Or we did okay. Or, I wish we could have eaten the algae instead. No, definitely. Now that this is done, we have almost everything ready for the Moontide Glow. Though I am starting to worry that Miko hasn't come back yet. I'm sure he's somewhere safe and sound, Pocahontas. Maybe we'll get a Moontide surprise. I hope so.
I'd say you found your path.
Okay, now? Talk to me? No? What? I have to have her at level 10 already for this? I'm so glad it's close because I would have been so irritated if I had not pushed. You know, and I was like, it'll be fine if we don't get her to level 10, as long as we get her to level, like, 7, because a lot of times it's like a progression. That's quick, man. Holy crap. Okay, where is she? Wow, I'm really glad I did a lot of work on her this week. Okay, where the heck is she? Is she still back on that island? Please do not be. I think... Did I see her face? I saw her face in the store. Ooh, it's hazy. It's a little foggy. Ooh, look at the lights in the fog. The northern lights? The aurora borealis, and I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Into it. Okay, well then I guess we're gonna go on to doing some duties. Maybe doing some farming. Do I want to do farming or duties? She doesn't gain as much as quickly doing the farming, doing the gardening.
It's good to see you.
And I would have to pick it all to plant it all. So let's hang out. And let's go and do a run of fruit picking. Because that is her task. She should be gaining more experience points by doing that. We need to eat. I honestly need to craft some more, or cook more berry salads. So picking some fruit is not a bad plan. Let's do this real quick. Let's track all this. Okay. Ugh, hanging out with Merlin. I spent 20 minutes earlier hanging out with... Who was it? Scrooge. And then yesterday, I think I had to hang out with Mickey Mouse. And I'm like, no, I'm working on Pocahontas. For a second there, I was like, why is Pocahontas selling me fish? She is not.
I am Moana of Motunui.
I know you're Moana. Alright. And... oh, do pebbles go in here? Pebbles go in here, right? This is not where this goes. No, no, no. Alright. Flowers. I don't need to actually pick up flowers from the shop. That's fine. Just put them in the box. And then... I'm gonna do this. Equip. And nope. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go back and get those squirrels. There we go. And now we'll go pick fruit. And then we'll cook. What time are we at? Okay, we're almost at an hour and a half, which is fine. Now, the question is, do I want to do a full run? Like, do I want to go over to Eternity Isle and do this here, over there, too? Because I feel like, and I have never confirmed this. This is something I read probably in a thread on, you know, Facebook, or probably found a Reddit post because I was looking up something else. But I feel like what I saw was that every other task that they are not assigned to doing, they get 1 experience point, like when you see the star come off of them. But if you're doing the task that they're assigned, they get 3. And actually, I just realized how people figured that out. You can tell by the number of stars that come off their head. 3. 3. I bet that's exactly why they say that. I bet if I do mining, I would only see 1. So yes, that makes me want to say that that is a real thing. 3 experience points for the task they get assigned, but only 1 for everything else. Let's see, what can I pick up here? Nope, that's a gathering thing. 1. Yep, I bet that's exactly what that means. Cool. See, learn something new every day. Oh, so I had a realization. I was going back through my Autonomica videos or streams, because I usually do. And I had been kind of stuck on the fact that I was struggling with water in particular, especially since like the farming situation is a problem right now. Just it's got bugs right now, and that's fine. But it was leading me to worry about being frustrated with water management, and the fact that the only real way to get more water consumables, I guess, was to purchase them, and that I was eventually going to run out of money. I totally forgot. I think you can actually sell stuff right now. So that makes me go, maybe I should actually go back, even if I don't stream it, just to go and confirm that. The only other thing I could think of that might cause problems in relation to purchasing water sources, like water consumables, is they seem to be limited, and I don't know if they restock. Like, if I purchase everything that can give me water from one of those vending machines, will that be the end? Or if I wait like an in-game day, does it restock? I have no idea. But I was like, oh, I completely spaced. I'm pretty sure you can actually sell stuff, which means you could make bucks. So that's helpful. It's not what I would like. I would like to be able to produce my own water consumables. But if we're talking about what are we going to do right now during the alpha testing and want to continue playing, or maybe we just ignore the water and she just gripes at us about how we need to drink something. I don't know. But, what was it? Oh, it was here. And it was here. Nice. Excellent. Where is she at for leveling? Because I kind of need to go to the restroom. But, oh my god, look how freaking close she is. Okay, we're going to do something. Earn 30,000 star coins. Man. I need to mine for yellow gems. It'd be nice if mining for yellow, like doing this, would level her. If it doesn't, we'll go up and do fishing somewhere valorous. And then if it's going to be a little bit longer, I might take my break and then come back and level. But she's so close to level 10. I know I said it before, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but oh my gosh, I'm so glad I worked on her leveling. So great. I had no idea that that was going to be necessary. I mean, eventually, which is why I did it. Because I'm like, if you wanted to, I don't think I'm going to complete all of the questing today. But if you do want to complete all of your characters' questing, eventually you will run into a level 10 quest where you have to have friendship level 10 to finish. Or to even get it started. So I was like, it's going to be important to make sure that I level her as much as possible so that I'm not stuck, kind of like I am at this very moment, needing to level her in order to continue questing. But she should level here pretty quick. No freaking yellow gems. Are there yellow gems in other worlds? Like, is Bumblestone yellow? Does pyrite count as yellow? Kind of feel like I might want to go see. But I need to fish somewhere valorous anyway, so... Oh, 10 of them? And man, the Forest of Valor's bubbles don't come up very... Like, they seem to run out quicker than other places do. Not to say you can't just fish in water. You totally can. Earlier, I had a duty to catch anglerfish, and I thought that was going to take me a potion to get done, and it did not. So that's nice. I almost didn't get to that, Bubbles. Ugh. I'm glad I don't have to go to school tomorrow, work tomorrow. Although I need to remind my son if he's gonna, I asked him if he needed clothes for Monday, and he said probably, so I need to remind him to go ahead and get his laundry done. But I don't think anybody needs to take a shower today, and I don't need laundry for tomorrow. I have clothes I can wear, and the things that I was out of were pants, which is what I needed yesterday. So I already washed my pants. Because I told my children, I'm like, nobody wants a pantsless mom at the drive-in. So, wow!
Check if the waiters are outside.
You can check, but if they're not out, you need to come back in. And honestly, you also need to let Chris know that you might be playing outside with the neighbors if they're out. So come in and let both of us know. Because Dad is over helping his dad deal with some crap around the house. Father-in-law starting to wear on my husband's calm. And I get it. He's alone in the house and doesn't have much to do. So he's coming up with things that need to get done, like that are urgent to get done. He's trying to clean out some stuff in the house. But they're trying to get him into at least independent facility with the potential for assisted living stuff. And then they're going to deal with trying to get the contents of the house dealt with and then sell the house. And because he doesn't have a lot to do right now, he's trying to start working on dealing with the contents of the house. And, you know, particularly like trash stuff, to the point where he's like, we need to ask the neighbors if we can put some trash stuff, like, because we have limited trash that you can put out. So he's like, can you ask the neighbor if I can put stuff out in front of their house too, so we can get rid of more stuff now? And my husband's like, we're going to be having someone come and clean this out. Why wouldn't we just do that then? Because it's not just living trash. It's like, you know, you produce trash as you eat food or open packages or whatever. It's not that kind of trash. It's other stuff. And it's like, but he doesn't have a lot to do. So he's wanting to do that stuff. And it's just starting to irritate my husband. Because my husband's like, why are we doing this? And also, like, trusting the word that he actually talked to the neighbors. I don't know if that's real or not. But I looked at my husband and I'm like, if he didn't actually talk to the neighbors and they decide to give you, like, because they have cameras outside. So if they see, like, my husband putting stuff in front of their house and they did not authorize it, like, my husband could get a ticket or who knows what, you know, fined, I'm assuming, for doing that. And I'm like, as long as your dad's clear that he'll be paying that fine if he's full of crap. Like, it would not surprise me if he's just so obsessed with trying to get stuff out that he would do something like that. Like, I would like to think no, but also, I'm not kidding. Like, you will be paying that fine, man. Please do not put my husband in a position of getting in trouble because you feel like you can't wait to get, I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I'm like, I don't understand what he needs to be putting outside right now. Like, we have, I don't know if their neighborhood is as good as our neighborhood, but if we put like a chair outside, people would probably take it within 30 minutes because it's just kind of a thing, like an accepted thing here. Different parts of town are different, but our part of town, fairly typical. They were not outside. Okay, thank you for letting me know, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think I might need to get him outside later if it's not cold and rainy. So I'm wondering if it's like something like that, where he's got like a side table or like a broken chair or something, like he just wants to get it outside so that somebody might take it. But I still don't understand why it's important to do that right now. Like, it just feels weird. And it feels like he's bored, which is understandable. Like, I get it. But it's also like kind of defying logic and putting burden on my husband to help deal with something that probably doesn't need to be dealt with right now. But, you know, we do what we do because we love the people we love. You know, they're our family or our friends or whatever. You know, we do that. Even if it drives us nuts. As long as it doesn't cost my husband legal drama. You know, that's where my concern comes in. Is like, I hope you actually talked to that dude. And said it was okay. You know? He's also trying to do too much. Like, he's trying to lift things he shouldn't be lifting because, again, he's bored. So he feels like he has to deal with certain things. There she goes. Freaking phenomenal. So excited. I'm excited about this outfit. This little jacket and these pants with like the detail on the legs. I know you can't see it very well in the picture, but I think it's going to be stinking cute. I'm trying to find 8 more night thorns, and then I'm going to take my break, and then we'll come back and quest some more. So, but it's like, he was trying to clean something out that was heavy, and it's like, please don't. Because he's also having trouble walking. And it's like the last thing you need to do is try and clean something you shouldn't be cleaning, fall down, and then not be able to get up again. Like, please don't do that. So... And I'm stubborn too. And I hope that I have dealt with some of that stuff before I get to the point where it becomes a problem and, like, my kids have to worry about me, you know? Like, I really hope that. I have no idea how I'm going to be when I'm 60, 70, 80 years old. I don't know what my physical condition is going to be like. I don't know how my level of stubborn and not wanting to bother people. I don't know what my level of boredom is. Although I have a lot of things that I like to do. I have a lot of hobbies. So I kind of suspect that if I had nothing but time, I would be kind of excited to do. I mean, I would still be active. Like, I feel like that they have had a very different, like, my in-laws were living a very different life at that point. And I don't know what my, you know, like that, like how my life would be at that moment in my life either. I would like to think that some of the things they were having to deal with are things that I will not be dealing with. But the possibility, you never know what your life is, you know. Let's quote Forrest Gump, you know, life is like a box of chocolates, right? You just never know what you're going to get. And maybe you get all the crappy chocolates you don't really like. But hey, they're still chocolate, right? And you still got to have them because it's your box. But I would like to think that I would be able to fill my time differently without having to, like, I feel like he's been a micromanager for a long time. And now that he has less to micromanage, he has to find things to micromanage, and then he's all alone in the house, you know? So, I'm hoping that once he gets into a place with other people around and activities that all he has to do is be like, I want to do that, that he will discover that he actually enjoys that kind of thing. But I think while he's still by himself and waiting, oh, and thank you. I think while he's still by himself and waiting, he, it's gonna be kind of an uphill battle to convince him that there might be more to do, and I don't know, healthier alternatives to occupy his time. And he frustrates the hell out of me. And part of it's because I know he's frustrating his son, who's my husband. But I just hope, I'm hopeful, you know. But the waiting sucks. The interim sucks. And, you know, waiting is always like a pain in the ass. But welcome, by the way. And thank you for the magical sound. I actually didn't even catch what side that was on, because I hide my video so my eyes aren't constantly tracking something in the periphery. Oh, it looks like that was on the Twitch side. Thank you very much. And welcome. As I just yammer on and on. I'm looking for night thorns, and now I've distracted myself. Don't do that. It's fine. Because if I can see my video in my periphery, my brain keeps going, what's over there? What's over there? What's over there? So I usually try and hide my face from myself. All right. I'm not doing more quests. Not doing more duties right now. I'm doing Pocahontas. I can't track it until I talk to her. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll talk to her when I get back, and then we'll track it. But it's time for a break. So, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, depending on which platform you're on. If you're enjoying your time with me, want to make sure that you catch me when I'm live if you're interested. Don't forget to take care of your body. Go grab a drink, grab a snack, stretch, go to the bathroom, all of the things, because I'm also going to do that while I take my break. So, be back in just a few minutes. All right. We are back. So, yay. My husband just got home, so he was starting to tell me about what he had to deal with over at his dad. So I was like, I gotta go, but I love you, and I'm sorry, but at least you're home now. Because he pretty much confirmed with his dad that it was more about just getting stuff done as opposed to, like, needing to actually take care of it. Because my husband's point was, we're going to be paying someone to come take care of this stuff. Why are we doing this now? Like, we could be waiting and just letting him deal with it later and not stressing about it. But he did admit that it was to make him feel better. And so my husband was like, okay. But I had to cut him off because I could tell he was in that I just got done dealing with this mode, you know? So that's fine. And actually, I think I might have screwed up. No. Never mind. It's fine. All right. I have to get my screens in order. Let's get my screens in order. Where the heck are my screens? That's what I'm looking for. Okay, good. All right. So we should be able to move on with Pocahontas now being level 10. I'm so glad she's level 10. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. It's just like another big check mark when we get update content, like getting the star path done or getting through all of the duties but the routine duties, and then it's like, okay, now I know I have a relatively simple go in every week, take care of some stuff. Getting that level 10 friendship on the new character is always like, and check, big check. All right, so let's talk to her.
Oh,
Hello there. A raccoon's return.
Oh, yes.
Lilith, it's almost time for the Moontide Glow. Would you help me finish getting everything ready for the celebration? Yup. Thank you. I've been so busy, and now Remy has asked to speak to me. He says it's urgent. Could you place these on Dazzle Beach for me while I talk to him? Yes. Sure, I'll come find you once that's done. Ooh. I want to keep those. I hope I get to keep those. Oh, and new furniture unlocked. So officially in the list. Let's do that. Ugh, because these lampposts, I'm glad to have a second variety of them. I think they're so stinking cute. Okay. Moontide Glow banner. And that's that. And then Moontide Glow lamppost. All right. Fantastic. Alrighty. So let's go to Dazzle Beach. Are you still with me?
I'm so happy you're here.
Bye, let's hang out later. No, you're coming. You're coming too. Although it's not as important now. Oh, look at those earrings. Oh my God. What is this? Is that a swirly leaf thing around me? Is that a glider? What is that? Oh, and Miko. Is this really the end of her quest chain? I mean, we'll have to level Miko too, but oh my gosh. Wow, we timed this really well if that's what this turned. I mean, who knows how long this actual end of the quest chain will go? But that's awesome. Perfect timing to make me feel, because I was like, well, if I can't get through all of her stuff today and I take a break for potentially 2 weeks from this game, you know, how much of a cliffhanger is it going to be? You know? Because while I am excited for this game, if you have been with me at all in the last, I don't know, 2-3 weeks now, you have known that my hype over Subnautica stuff has been growing. I have made... no, it's no secret. But like, that makes me feel better. Because I was like, oh my gosh, if we have to leave a major cliffhanger just before I take a break for a while... I mean, it's fine. We're grown-ups. We can, or maybe not. I mean, my stream is not designed for kids, but like, I can't control who lets people watch what. Where are the polls? Okay, glitch in Matrix. Oh, oh, they're clear. The little firefly globe light things, but like, there's no polls here. So that's kind of funny, but we'll just go with it. Talk to Pocahontas. Who's coming? Ah, Remy. Food. Lilith, I'm glad you're here. I think we'll need your help with this particular situation. I don't mind helping, or did something go wrong, or what do you need? I don't mind helping. I'm afraid this is my fault. I had so much food prepared for the celebration that I had to get creative with storage. So I put some of it in the cursed cave to keep cool and accessible, but, well, something ate it, someone sabotaged it, or it's still there and everything is totally fine. I kind of want to say that. I wish. It seems an animal of some kind ate all the food. Lilith, would you search the cursed cave for me? I'd like to finish some small celestial celebration tasks.
Oh!
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Thank you both. Now I'll have time to finish up in my kitchen.
Could I talk to you?
All right. Investigate. Will do. This is exciting. Whoop. Take a picture of the paw prints inside the cursed cave. I don't see paw prints. Ah! I wonder who it could be. All right, Pocahontas. Oh, those glowing paw prints on the ground. I'd recognize those anywhere. They belong to Miko. He loves to eat. He must have eaten everything Remy put in here. It looks like the trail runs cold, though. The paw prints stop very suddenly. That reminds me. Before the forgetting, during the last moontide glow, I noticed something interesting. Everything about the moontide glow is interesting, or it is also relevant to our current situation, or, ooh, tell me. Ooh, tell me.
I see.
The moontide glow is in the water. It affects the things around it, which is why the algae starts to glow. And when two of those glowing objects are close to one another, they glow even brighter. So if we bring glowing algae close to those paw prints, we might find the rest of the trail. Ooh. I hope so. What if we made some moontide glow necklaces?
Uh-huh.
Anyone wearing them will be able to see the paw print and can help us find Miko. Good idea. I'll gather some materials, including the glowing algae, to make the necklaces. Okay. So gather the following materials: glass, fiber, white impatiens, and glowing algae. Hint, you can fish and dig for glowing algae on Dazzle Beach. Fantastic. Let's do it. But yes, I don't know how long the remainder of this quest chain is. But I feel pretty confident that we might make it through it before the end of stream today. That'd be fantastic. And it would just feel like, again, one of those big and check, you know? And then once he's fully leveled, we can, well, let's go ahead and grab this because we're fishing anyway. We can assign them to Pocahontas. And that'll be cute. Like that, like I love seeing critters attached to characters. I just love it. Pua. I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking for special bubbles or not, so I'm just fishing bubbles right now. So pretty. Probably gonna say it over and over and again because I don't know if it's gonna go away once we're done with this celebration. Because it wouldn't surprise me if they won't keep this effect forever. Suspicious that there are two bubbles right next to each other here. I'm kind of hoping this orange one might be it. Oh, and now the rails that go around that banner are visible. There we go. So I'm assuming orange. Now stop fishing the white. I haven't seen a dig spot though. I haven't been looking for a dig spot as much as I've been looking for the bubbles. Okay. Nope. I wonder if it's still raining outside. Yeah. It sounds like my father-in-law is just bored. Which I can totally relate to. Like, I would hate to be twiddling my thumbs. I always am keeping myself busy doing various things, whether or not it's fun or outright productive chore situations. Like, I'm always keeping myself busy, so I do not envy trying to figure out what to do if I was alone all the time. Now, granted, I am a fairly typical parent type person that still has young children in the house, so my time is almost always occupied. But, like, if I were actually all alone in my living space for, let's see, just over 3 months, and I didn't really have a lot to do, like, I could see, you know, going a little stir crazy. Now, I also have a long list of projects that you know, like, there's fantasy me that's like, man, when I retire, I'm gonna have, like, all the time to do jigsaw puzzles and diamond painting and art projects and craft things and, you know, whether or not that's my reality when I get there or not. Fantasy retiree me will have all kinds of stuff that I will probably never get to all of it before my time here is done. But I would have a list of things that I would want to do. So, but there is also the caveat that if I'm very, very fortunate, my husband and I will still be living together. So, like, I won't be all alone filling my time. You know, it'll still be kind of a mix. So, I don't know. I don't know what it would be like. But right now, having a lot of alone time sounds amazing to me. Because most of my time is spent with either at work or with my family, or with my family at least here. And, you know, periodically needing stuff or, you know, whatever. So, I mean, I treasure my alone time, but several months straight of alone time would be different. So, I have no idea how it would actually be. Kind of like if you are familiar with the old Twilight Zone, there's one where this guy wants to read, and he wishes he had more time for reading, and then of course he gets his opportunity, and then he breaks his glasses. Like, would it be miserable? Probably. Although, if you had all the time in the world to read, you could read 2 inches from your face. Figure out a way to make it work. Especially if you have nothing else to do and nobody around. But yes, of course, it's the old, be careful what you wish for. You know, you might get too much of what you wished for. Anyway. No orange. Should I be fishing the white bubbles to make orange bubbles appear? Or is it... Maybe I should be looking around on the beach stuff. And seeing if I can find more dig spots. Or I may have to give it some time.
Rusty sure would love the smells around here.
I could clear all of Dazzle Beach. It wouldn't take terribly long to do so. Because I don't know if the regular biome spawn stuff is affecting the special spawn stuff for this quest, you know? But I do not see more dig spots. And I definitely do not see more orange bubble spots. Let's go poke our head over here. I'm going to go get the rest of the stuff. And then I will come back down here and clear. Well, should I clear the biome and then leave? Maybe. Oh, I didn't make my berry salads. I might be hurting for energy if I don't go do that soon. All right, let's clear the biome first. How about we do that? And then we'll walk away, and then we'll come back and see if it helps. Oh! I forgot they added sounds for that. Like, I don't know when that happened, but it didn't used to make that much of a blinging sound. that I remember. I could be completely misremembering, to be honest. Alright. Trying to decide if I actually want to go out and do anything. Originally, I was going to try and get some productive stuff done. Probably try and catch up on laundry if I was being totally smart about the choices I make after stream today. But if the drain is not draining correctly, I really can't do that. So, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Go take a peek at the hardware store and see what kind of plants they have. Not that I want to be outside and planting right now. If it's raining, you know. I don't know if I want to go do that. Especially if I can't come in and take a shower. That's also a valid thing. Like, I took a shower yesterday, so it should be good for today. But if I go out and dig in the dirt and it's muddy because it's been raining, then I probably would want to take another shower. And if I can't really do that because of the drain issue, then I really shouldn't do that either. Makes me wonder, what do I want to do? It's amazing how much not having to manage water usage can really impact a lot of, you know, productivity around the house. Because it's like, I could clean stuff too, but then I'm going to need to, you know, I won't need tons of water, but I don't want to be thinking about if the water that I need is going to cause me any backup, you know? I should just review my list after stream and see what the hell I can actually do with the rest of the time today. It's kind of weird because, you know, usually my time is so crunched with, you know, all of the myriad of tasks I want to get done that having, you know, kind of things taken off of my plate for reasons I can't really control makes me go, well, what would I even do, you know? Kind of weird. What was the card today? What was the card today? Did it start with an S? I'm trying to think of what it was. I could look. But I'm trying to remember. Because it was a good message. Sanctuary. That was the card of the day. Do I need to drop anything off over there? I don't need to drop it off over there. I can drop it off up here. I only need one more, so hopefully coming up here, kind of unloading stuff, and then going back down there will be just the ticket. Okay, what else did I need? Something... I don't see anything with... Oh. Do I need fiber? What else do I need from Pocahontas? Glass. Do I not have more glass in here? Oh, I do. I just didn't see the icon. Okay. And then white impatience. But I need to drop off crap in here too. And flowers. And seeds, apparently. Okay. I think that's the fastest I've ever leveled a character, though. It's crazy. Why did I do that? Making more work for myself. It's to help the thing spawn, right? It's totally what I did it for. I didn't do it by accident and because I forgot what I was doing. All right. There they are. I wish you could see how many you needed in here. Because my squirrel brain wants to let go of numbers when I enter the inventory menu. Okay. And then... it's all 5s. Well, that's helpful. Okay. So I can go ahead and get rid of the excess of this. And the excess of this. There we go. What does the glowing algae actually say? The algae has a very beautiful glow to it. Or has a beautiful glow to it. Very strange. Alright. If I did not get anything spawned... Actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish while I am looking. Because if it does affect, like if the regular stuff in the biome affects the spawn rate of the algae, fishing will only help. And if it doesn't help, it'll at least help me pass time, you know? All right. See, this is where I got all excited that I might actually finish the quest chain today. And then it's going to take me an hour and a half to find one glowing algae, and I won't actually finish. Did I count my chickens before they hatched? Is that what happened to me? Maybe. Guess we'll find out. All right. Do I still need to do fishing, like big fishing duties in Dazzle Beach? I don't think so. I could go make berry salads like I need to. Yes. Thank you. I do need memories for Star Path duty. Alright. All the herring. Just all of it. Although, you know what? I don't mind getting herring because then they're like, sell fish. And I'm like, sweet. I'm going to sell this herring. Or cod. And I think rainbow trout. I think I have all three of those in super abundance. So, you know, it's a mixed bag. Catching it, but it's also useful still. And the herring make a good 5-star appetizer. So if you get a duty that needs 5-star appetizer, the herring is pretty good. Because I think it uses garlic. And I think in any spice, garlic's pretty abundant, especially if you have the DLCs. And then any spice, if you're getting your tea leaves count as any spice. So that's pretty easy to get. Lemons are in there, and then the herring is in there. So that's 4 of the ingredients. What's the 5th ingredient? Because it's a 5-star. Garlic, any spice, herring, lemon. What's the 5th thing? It's not 2 any spices, is it? I'll have to go look at the recipe. I don't remember what it is now. Oh, I should do some cooking. I don't know if I want to do that. I haven't done a big cooking run since Wish Blossom Ranch came out, though. Which means there's probably a ton of recipes I still haven't unlocked. They did do more quests where they gave you recipes, which was nice. Ooh, another memory. Thank you. Take it. A picture I haven't even started yet. Ugh. Still so many memory fragments to get. Okay, is there anything over here? Nope. I wonder if you can take that whole piece out. I bet this is a whole piece that you can just remove. I've started doing that now that I've decided that once I do outdoor spaces, I'm going to have to strip the biomes. Started taking out some trees and stuff. I'm like, this is in my way. I'm just going to get rid of it. I was already doing that for some of the mining nodes, but I think I'm going to get more aggressive just because I know what's coming, you know? And it's not like my biomes are decorated. It's just nice to have it feel not empty. But I will be emptying it with the end goal of refilling it, really. So, won't be so bad. I'm going to do one more circuit of fishing and then coming back through and seeing if anything has spawned. If I'm not that lucky... here's the fear. The fear is that because I'm only clearing the one biome, is stuff spawning in other places and limiting my ability to get the quest item to spawn here. And if that's the case, I don't really want to spend the rest of stream clearing other biomes, you know? I would like to think that because it's quest item, that will kind of override or like prioritize spawning here over, you know, just spawning random crap elsewhere. If that makes sense. But I don't know. I don't know. Anything in here? There's a shell. Clam. Whatever that one is. Is that a clam? It's not an oyster. It's not a scallop. So yes, it must be a clam. Okay, there we go. Process of elimination. I got errands to run this next week. I gotta go take care of a... I actually have to put something in the mail. Man. Because now I don't have stamps anymore, so it's not as simple as just dropping something in the mailbox. I actually have to go and get a stamp. Wah, wah, wah. But it's silly for me to buy stamps because inevitably I will buy stamps and then they will change the cost of postage and then I'll have to just go get additional stamps to make the math right. So I don't buy stamps anymore. So if I ever need to mail something, I have to make the trip to do it. Which is fine, but it's also like... And the closest post office has a really teeny tiny cramped parking lot, so it's always just a pain in the ass to go there. Yes, I am whining about silly little problems, but wah wah wah. Doing it anyway. Wow. Whole lot of nothing. Getting some green, green eggs. Although it would have been better if I had a fisher with me, and now that I don't need a love Pocahontas, I really don't need to just have her. But, whatever. Oh my goodness. Right away. Can't ignore that. I wonder how many green eggs I have now. You know what we could do is we could go do a quick run. Well, I don't know how quick it would be now that there's so many frickin' realms. I could go to the realms and look for purple eggs because I haven't done any of that. I went that first night we did the extravaganza and then I have not been back to get purple eggs, which means theoretically there should be a lot spawned. So maybe we should do that. It'll take up enough time. It'll still feel productive. And maybe by then we can get back here to the beach. And I can maybe do like a couple realms and then come back, check on the beach, go do another couple realms. You know, kind of like... There's a word. I don't know what it is. It's not seesaw. It's kind of like that, though. Going back and forth between the two. I don't know what the word is. My brain won't give it to me. But you know what I'm saying. Right? Maybe. I've over-explained it, I'm sure. Fine. Whole lot of nothing. Fantastic. Okay. Cook. Berry salads. Drop off crap. Being careful not to drop off the stuff I need for the quest that I've already picked up. And cooking berry salads first. Get it together. Do it. Okay. You can't just click autofill over and over and over again and get results. It's not how this works. Ooh, look how many pieces of fruit I have, though. I've been doing a lot of gathering because of Pocahontas, so I have a bunch to make salads with. No wonder I'm so low. I haven't been using them up. I really don't know how many purple eggs I have. Are they in here? Can I actually look at the number from here? Maybe. Okay. And then... Is it here? Or are they not a... Oh, I have 101 of them. And then I have a butt ton of these because they grow on the bush. I have 48 of the green. 213 of the blue and 167 of the yellow, but that's because they're a gardening thing and I haven't made them to garden with. Should I? Should I make some? Excellent. Do I have a... Is there a category for that? It's not in materials, is it? Nope. What category is that? It's not an enchantment. Event. Yep. Okay. Forgot it takes Dreamlight to make those. Interesting. Okay, then. I'm just gonna stick them in here, though. Alright. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Alright. Lion King first, I guess. I remember there being purple eggs in here last year. Now, whether or not they're continuing to do that this year, I guess we'll find out. Because we didn't do any of the purple eggs on Thursday. We just did that the week previous, right? That's the only time I've been into a realm or into the realms looking for purple eggs for the event. Yeah, it would have been a week before Thursday. Was it the 2nd? I think so. You would think that in 2 weeks, if they were going to spawn in here, they would have spawned by now. Unless only so many spawn across all of the realms, and maybe this one hadn't had its turn yet. I really don't know. I'm sure somebody has figured that out. But it is not me. Okay. But that's okay. We're trying to kill time anyway. I don't see any... Still wonder if they've just, like, gotten rid of some of the spots where people were, like, cranky about it because it was time-consuming to look. Moana? Ah, purple egg. Will you actually multiply these if you pick them up? I don't know. Be nice if they did. It also helps. I didn't even think about bringing the squirrels with me before. It's nice to see the little paw prints because especially with the grass, it can be really hard to see where they spawn. So having the little glowing paw print thing light up where they are is really helpful. So do that. Woo! Okay. Yeah, I'm stuck. Got it anyway. Ha 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 ha. Alright. I mean, you still have to pay attention. You can't just run quickly past and they'll just pick it up. You still have to make sure you're looking to look for those paws. And then give them a second if you want to let them pick them up. Didn't double any of them. But I'm not totally sold that they're not gonna double any of them just yet. Ratatouille doesn't usually have stuff. And saying that it doesn't have stuff did not magically make them, you know, say, oh no, we put them in there this year. Because that would have been really funny if I showed up and there were like 5 purple eggs in there. Okay. I know I said I was going to do a couple of realms, but those went fairly quickly. Wally should be fairly quick. Some of these realms are so freaking tiny. You know I'm not excited about some of the, like, not even secondary characters. Well, and I wouldn't say I'm not excited, because I actually am excited for any characters that get added, because I feel like it just deepens the stories they can tell and the interactions they can have. But some of, like, even the tertiary characters, it'd be interesting if they would expand some of these realms where maybe they don't live in your valley, because then it would be really, really crowded. Like, people already feel like it's getting crowded. And it is to some extent, especially if you don't have the DLC worlds to use, or you haven't fully unlocked your floating islands, that kind of thing. But, like, some of the tertiary characters could live in the realms. Or could visit, you know? Like, I wonder if they could... Because some of these realms, like Wally's realm, is really tiny. But, like, maybe they could expand them a little bit and just have characters that don't really live in the valley, but maybe could visit, you know, or have quest lines or something. I wonder if that would be an interesting way to expand without feeling like you have to move everybody in. Because... you know, if you moved in every character from every story, that would be a lot, right? But it'd be interesting if there were characters here. You know? Bonnie has more toys. You can't actually go this way, can you? No. Couldn't remember. Alright, nothing up top. Now I've done a full line of realms. We can go check the beach again. I'm gonna have to make some more banana splits at some point if I want to try. I feel like I need to feed more monkeys, not because I need them to be my critter companion. Like, I don't need to unlock them, but I need them to... there's a duty I'm sure I'm still working on. Hey! Nope, that's purple bubbles. Gonna kind of skip fishing in this moment. I should just tear a lot of that stuff down. Anything through there. I'm not even gonna grab that. I'm not even gonna grab that. I'm just gonna run right past it. No orange bubbles in the water. Well, poop. Alright. More realms it is. Okay, Frozen. Probably not going to be a name Frozen, but we'll look. Again, we're just killing time at the moment. So if I get through all the realms and I haven't had things spawn, I'm going to start clearing other biomes. And we'll just kind of be methodical about how we're trying to approach this, because we're needing to kill time and try and get things to spawn. So it'd be really great if it was just, at least by the time I'm done with the realms. You know? Nothing over here. Nope. I'm really, I would be, I think this would be the realm. This would be the realm for me that I would be like, ugh. I hope they don't put eggs here. And part of it's because of the grass. Although with the squirrels in tow, it's very helpful to know that if there were eggs hidden in the grass where I didn't see them, they would potentially help alert me to them. But it is twisty-turny. It is big, you know. All the things that make it a pain in the ass to find stuff here. So... okay. Eh. Oh, I know what I could work on. Just realized. So my older son is waiting on a replacement for his TV, like a entertainment console or a stand of some kind. Also to rearrange some pieces to see if we can get... his room is very small anyway. He also has a giant bed in it, so that takes up a very large footprint. So we're trying to, like, get creative. Now, his bedroom is very cool. It's one of those bedrooms, like, if I had visited as a teenager, like, visited a friend, and I was like, this is your room, this is freaking cool. But it is small. So that would be the biggest deterrent for it. Now, the entire upstairs is one big room. So he does have room to move stuff around and out of his immediate bedroom space. But it doesn't change the fact that his bedroom space is relatively small. So we're going to try and see if we can move some other stuff kind of around creatively without taking up space in his brother's side. Or at least not encroaching unfairly. And then he's been waiting on the entertainment thing. We've been doing other things. We had to get some car stuff done. We have to get some house stuff done. And now that the drain is backed up again, that's a whole nother can. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. He did get... hell? Feels like there's something on my arm. He did get a new phone upgrade this year because it's, you know, we kind of round robin it every, you know, couple of years. It's like, okay, who's got the oldest phone? Do you actually need an upgrade? The last time I upgraded my phone was because I actually ended up dropping my old phone and getting a crack that went across the screen. So now I have the oldest phone, but that's fine. We don't need like the newest, fanciest phones. It's just once they start like not updating it as much, or the technology, like he really likes to take pictures while he's out and about, and his camera was super crappy. So it was like, well, you've got the oldest phone in the house, and we can do something about this camera that's within budget. So he has gotten like a big wish list item for this year, but I do want to help him get his furniture situation. And it's like, we may not be able to go today and buy the replacement TV stand thing, but maybe we can look at how to rearrange stuff. Now that also probably means cleaning up there because it's been kind of in chaos mode for a while now. So yay, spring cleaning, right? Going through old toys, trying to get stuff out of the space. What am I looking for? This is not how we do things. This is how we do things. I need to go to Beauty and the Beast. That was nothing in... where were we just at? Monsters, Inc. That's where we were at. Oh. I don't think we found any purple eggs in here on that first night. We did finish up that painting scraps quest, though. That was amazing. That was a lingering checkbox. And this is another realm I could see people complaining enough for them to maybe not put eggs in it again. Because it's also, you know, this one I think is a little bit easier to navigate apart from the maze. The maze can be a little pain in the ass, but the interior is not too bad, but I could see people being annoyed by it. It's also still relatively large. It's got lots of turns. It's easy to be like, did I actually go everywhere? Which is, I think, one of the frustrating things is, like, being unsure and running around extra because you want to make sure, like, I could easily see getting here and going, wait, did I come from up there or did I come from over there? You know, one of those things where it's like you aren't exactly sure because you're coming into the hallway from a different direction. So it can be really easy to have to run around too much or extra because you're not exactly sure of where you have already checked. And that's part of it. It's meant to be that way. It's designed to test your navigation, maybe, or like it's meant to be confusing. Like it's meant to be that way. But having to come in and get eggs, I could see going, you know, it was good for like the quests, but maybe not for going in there multiple times and trying to find eggs that spawn randomly. Like, I don't think they're trying to make this game super, I mean, like, so easy it's silly, but also, like, it's still supposed to be cozy, and generating frustration, not necessarily the most cozy thing to do, you know? Alright. I've also been in here enough times now to know, okay, I know this hallway from both directions. But as we've also demonstrated, sometimes I forget, even if I've done something a bunch of times, or even if I just did it. It's also possible. And then I can frustrate myself. Mulan. I know eggs were in here last year, but this was another one I don't think there were any eggs in this year. Or the last time I was in. Doesn't mean they aren't in here now. Just means they weren't in here the last time I was in. So what worlds have we officially gotten eggs in then? Were there some in Toy Story? There were some in the Toy Story one. And there were some in the WALL-E one. I'm not going there yet. And I get it. They don't want it to be just give you the eggs. I get it. It's meant to be a search. But sometimes it's like, I wish they would be like, okay, not this realm. Like, officially, not this realm. Because I'm still searching it, you know? I bet somebody has it out there somewhere. Like on the wiki or something. No eggs have been reported in this realm this year, you know? But I'm still gonna check. That's the thing. People like me, we're still gonna check. Just in case. Because I'm doing it right now. I'm demonstrating how I can't just let it go. Okay. And then we're gonna go around the outside of the wall. Just in case. And then we're gonna go inside the camp. And go right behind the tents. Around the gong. Not inside the little maze training thing. Because then we're going to go around these tents. Because I want to make sure this outside section has completely been searched before I go inside that little training area. Okay. It's quadrant 2. Quadrant 3 is this one. This is like the clay area, like the sculpting. Gosh, it's been a minute since I've done the quests that involved Mushu and stuff. We make the little statue dragon thingy. Yep, it doesn't seem like they're putting eggs in here this year. At least not that I can tell. Take it with a grain of salt. Because I'm not the official be-all end-all. Because this is only the second time I've searched the realms. And I don't know exactly how they spawn. For all I know, only one realm gets spawned at a time. And then there's only so many eggs that spawn at a time. So if you don't clear them regularly... Like, if I clear them all today... and they spawn in different realms that don't have eggs right now, then they could potentially spawn there after today. Alright, Aladdin realm. Kind of feel like there's not going to be eggs in here. But this is going to have taken a lot of time. These two realms in particular have made this take extra. And then Frozen. I'm going to be thorough, but not like Crazy Comet thoroughly thorough. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna fuss if I miss like one or two little offshoots or little turns, because if there are eggs in here, and I think I said this the last time we were in here, I will find at least one before I get to the point of, did I actually go in every little nook? And I went left instead of right. Oh, that's gonna throw me off completely. Oh well, it's fine. I usually go rights first. If you haven't noticed. It's usually how you get your methodology screwed up, is that you change your habits while trying to be methodical. Okay. Nope. So now I'm really gonna question, did I actually go everywhere? Because I'm going left first. And I recognize this stuff mostly backwards and forwards, but also, like, I still question it because I don't frequently go this direction. Alright. That's the other side of that door. Did I actually go everywhere in here? This is the center. This is usually where I start. The lights don't glow this color in our homes, though. These little hanging wall lights. That's a more of a white, like kind of almost pinkish light. And I think they're more yellowy. The versions that we got. Not that I dislike the yellowy glow. I actually really like it. But kind of like that pinky purple light version, too. That'd be so nice if you could change the color and light intensity, like the brightness. And then the color tone. That would be super cool. That's really not how this game works. But some of the lights that I think are not supposed to be as bright as they are super, super bright. And then other lights that I feel like should be brighter aren't. So it'd be really nice if they would give us more control over that stuff. Because that could change the vibe of a whole space and might make you want to use lights in different ways. Not just because of the look of them, but because of... Yeah, see, they usually look like that, where they're a little bit more yellow. Oh, and those ones are green. Never noticed the green ones before. I would have found eggs by now, if I was going to find any. So I'm going to leave. That's not how we get out. The out could be this way. Nope. Yep. Okay, good. I was like, did I get turned around again? I would have found some eggs by now. I would have found at least one. And I didn't find any. Okay. So, now we're going to look around the beach again. I only have a few more realms to check. White bubbles, purple bubbles. No dig spots. Hey, Moana.
Did you know you're practically everyone's hero?
We're all heroes here in our own ways. White bubbles. Oh, oh! Are they in the middle of Ariel's house? Hold the phone. Please tell me this is an algae. Hold on. I will move her house for this. Rude. The fact that it's here. Rude. Has it been there the whole time? Have I been running past it every single time because I didn't notice it being part of her house? We're going to pretend like it just spawned, and then we're not going to get mad about it. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Just want you to know. All right. Here's everything we need to make the Moontide Glow necklaces. Thank you. I'll make 3 of them that you can hand out to the other villagers. They can look for Miko's paw print and also wear the necklaces when they attend the celestial celebration. Wow, look at that. Cool. Cinderella, Mike, and Wally. Oh, I should look where they are and not just go running. Well, there's Wally. And Mike. Hey, Mike. I got a necklace for you. Where? What? Go. Hey, man. No. Give. That is an elaborate necklace. Hey, this necklace smells delicious. Oh, yes! Do not eat the necklace, Mike. This will help us find Pocahontas' raccoon friend, Miko. If you see any glowing paw prints while wearing it, please tell Pocahontas. Ooh. You can count on me. Nice. Gonna go ahead and grab these. I have a ton of these, but that's fine. I see you. Give that.
I'm so glad.
A necklace for me? How kind of you. Pocahontas and I are looking for Miko, and this necklace helps his paw prints glow bright. And then I'll be sure to look for them. Oh, then I'll be sure to look for them. I remember Miko. He's very sweet and rather mischievous.
I so admire how kind and courageous everyone is.
Nice. Nope. That is not the button I want. Now I feel incomplete because I didn't get through all the realms. Isn't that just the way? Ooh. Pocahontas and I need your help, Wally. Please wear this necklace and let us know if you see any glowing paw prints. I see something. Hey there. Alright, let's see. Sarfi the Outlander. Hopefully I got that right. Welcome. Yeah. Have you played this update yet? And you got the pug from the shop? Yeah, I'm seriously tempted to get that bundle. I usually don't get the premium shop animals just because they're so pricey, but like everything, there's like at least 3 things in that bundle I think I would get anyway. So I'm really tempted while it's at that bundle price. Yep, and had fun with it? Awesome. That's good. I enjoy it too, actually. I really like the Pocahontas stuff, but I like detailed patterns and like natural items and stuff, so it's really nice to have those elements in here too. Although, I think I've only seen Pocahontas once, maybe twice, and it would have been when it came out, so I feel like I need to go back and watch it again. Love the Star Path? Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool natural stuff in there that I'm looking forward to getting unlocked, especially since I'm going to be decorating outside spaces. Oh gosh, sometime in the next couple of months, because I'm still finishing up my house decorating. But when I get to outside, I'm definitely going to enjoy having as many of those options as possible. All right. Pocahontas and I need your help, Wally. Please wear this necklace and let us know if you see any glowing paw prints. Directive. All right. Yes, I have given you a mission. Do not crush the necklace. Let people visit your valley. Oh, nice. All right. In the cursed cave. That's cool. Yeah, I've not done that. But it's nice to have the option. I like when they have, like, when games have the options for different gameplay types, you know? People that want to do different things. It's not always easy to implement that kind of stuff, but it is nice when they include it. All right. Talking to Pocahontas. I didn't get a necklace. I made one. I bet we're going to have to go talk to people as they have worn the necklace so that we can get clues from them, you know? I made one more Moontide Glow necklace. Oh. And I thought you could wear, Lilith. Yes, okay. I'm going to search all over for paw prints, or I was hoping you would, or can I pull off a glowy look? Yes, I can. I was hoping you would. If you wear something dark in color, that may make the glow even brighter. Smart. I'll wear the necklace and change into black clothes or to better our chances of finding your friend. Okay. Well, I guess dark brown won't cut it then.
I enjoyed spending time with you.
Okay, put it on and black clothes. Do I need to put on all black clothes or just a black shirt? I hope I get to keep that. Although it clips, which is disappointing. I feel like there's several necklaces that are like that. I do get bummed out about clipping stuff. Just because it would be nice for things to layer, you know? Love how magical the Dreamlight Valley is. I agree. I definitely enjoy playing this game and just having all of the different characters get to mix together and just the stories they get to tell. I have been very much charmed by this game for a very long time now. So it's really cool, you know, and that they keep adding more stuff and just things to do. You know, I know that people wish for more, but I feel like if you're really excited about something and enjoying something, you always wish for more, you know? Do I want to wear that Hades shirt? I don't think so. I could just wear this. It looks kind of weird. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't need to make this complicated. I just need a shirt. Top. Search. I did do Lady and the Tramp. So they are in the valley, fully unlocked. All their, well, I don't know if I have all of the stuff from their universe. Because, you know, sometimes when you have numbers that are... Oh, I need to get rid of my jacket because it looks kind of weird. There we go. Sometimes when you have not, like... let me look. So furniture... Ugh, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get to. Where is Lady and the Tramp in particular? Okay, so I have 46 out of 48. Now, are the two that I'm missing premium shop items, or are they items still to be unlocked in the game? I don't know. But I have the majority of it, so. And I will never have everything because there's stuff that supposedly was limited time that I will never get to have. Some of it is the very first Star Path when they hit early access was the Pixar Path. And I played that on a different account because I thought I was going to play this game with my kids. And then we didn't do that, so I made my own account. And, oh, I didn't put the necklace on. And then I made this character because I was like, well, if they don't want to play as much as I want to play, at least I'll have a character to play with. And then they never played it again. Why is this not on? Is it because it's a dang turtleneck? It would look so good against a turtleneck. That's a... Will it go with that? Good enough. Okay. Oh, look at that. And then there's like the stuff they've been releasing with like the Moonstone bundles you can purchase. I think those are only available when they're available with the Moonstone bundle. And so I've never gotten any of those because I've never bought any of the big Moonstone packs. So there's stuff I will never get to have. And that's fine. It's just, you know, it's real life. But I will never know if those, you know, what will finish out those collections in my collection menu, you know? Okay, that is a big-ass whirlpool going on. Did you also do Lady and the Tramp? The paw prints lead to the water? Do you think Miko is in the ocean? Or this can't be right. Or maybe the prints didn't belong to Miko. Do you think Miko is in the ocean? Well, while you gave out the Moontide Glow necklaces, I spoke to Merlin about Miko's disappearance. What did he say? He thinks that if the Moontide Glow swept me away on the winds, maybe it did the same for Miko in the waters. Can Raccoon swim? Is he okay? Or how did his paw prints appear on land? Or what do we do from here? Oh, is he going to be in the in-between somehow, maybe? Because the glowing prints almost look like reminiscent of the in-between stuff. What do we do?
Oh.
We need to find a way to get to him, but I'm not sure how. I'll head back to Merlin to ask him more about this.
We must all follow our own
Yep.
path.
Yeah. So have you been playing since early access, or did you come to the game later? Is it... What is this year? Is this year 3 years in September? No. This is 4 years in September. Holy cow. So a lot of people have gotten into it after that, but I know there's a lot of people that have been playing since the very beginning. Why am I following these footprints? He is not at the footprints. There's Merlin. Okay. Man, and he is booking. Are you going to slow down once you hit the... Okay. Once you hit the orchard? It's playing and completed the game? Nice. Well, that's nice too. There's so much that they could keep adding to this game. So I'm glad that it's maintaining momentum, you know? Like where they, you know, keep adding new stuff. So we're getting a new event soon, and then getting events coming back after, you know, year over year. It's really nice. Lilith, I heard the news that there's magic afoot. Why are we so close to Merlin? There we go. Probably this edge. Hello. Merlin's hand. Okay. Lilith, I heard the news that there's magic afoot, all to do with the upcoming celestial celebration. Pocahontas said traces of Miko have been spotted in the valley once again. That raccoon once ate every ingredient in my apothecary drawers. That's dangerous. Sort of. We tracked him to the dock, but his paw prints disappeared heading off the end. We didn't see him in the water. Do you think he's in the water, or do you think he's got a tiny scuba tank? Or help me, oh wisest of wizards. I want to say that. You merely need ask, Lilith. Unlike Ursula or Mother Gothel, I don't go in for all that flattering nonsense. Now then. The Moontide Glow always brings about strange magic that ebbs and flows like the tides. When the glow reaches its peak at the height of the celestial celebration, so does the magic. I believe a high tide of magic scooped up Miko and is holding him somewhere that isn't in the water, but is of the water. Do you follow? Kind of in between. I'm following. How do we rescue him? Or what's the simplest way to rescue him? Or not at all, but magic never makes sense to me. I'm following.
Listen closely.
You must craft a special animal-safe raccoon bait with Miko's favorite foods. So anything... And fish him from where fish him from where you last saw his footprints.
What a magical
Be sure to
mess.
fish for him at the peak of the celestial celebration, when the magic is most powerful. 1 moment too late, and we'll have to wait another year to rescue the poor fellow.
The villagers are
Lords,
depending
all
on
right.
you, my friend, so never give up.
I did a curious dish with Lady and the Tramp. As we dug up the meatballs, and the other one that was recent was finding sparkly tomatoes in the water. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I liked that there were a lot of different things you could do with their content. Like, it wasn't just their friendship quest, but also kind of a collective mystery to solve, too. I wonder if they made this particular quest thing, I don't know, because I'm not done with the Pocahontas stuff yet, but I wonder if this one might be a little bit simpler, just because I feel like it's going to be crossing over. Is it crossing over all three of the events? Because there's this event, the egg one, and then there's the Spring Floating Festival is at the end of April through the first half of May, and then the treasure event will be happening from the end of May to the beginning of June, and this star path is supposed to go through the beginning of June. So it's actually intersecting 3 events, and I wonder if because they were trying to account for the fact that people may not be able to get as much done with event and star path and new character, that maybe they made her stuff a little bit more simple, because the rewards for the quest chain the questing that I'm doing right now seems to be her level 10 stuff, and usually that's where stuff ends. So I don't know that for sure, and I won't know that obviously until we finish, but... Oh, I haven't crafted the bait. I need to go craft the bait. It wouldn't surprise me if they made this one a little bit shorter of a quest chain, because there's other stuff going on. But I think the only event that the Lady and the Tramp content intersected was the Valentine's event. Did it intersect the Lucky You event? I can't remember now. Anyway. It's all speculation until I finish this quest chain. I'm not cooking, I'm crafting. Okay. There's a fish in there, and it looks like, what are those? Not gooseberries. What is the berry over in the Vale? Persimmons? Is that what those are? Oh, I need to bring it to Pocahontas. Well, where is she? She was hanging out with me, but sometimes when you're doing the quest, they let go of that following you connection. Did I not select her? There she is. She's gonna go look over a cliff. And I need to eat a berry salad. Okay. Hope John Smith comes to Dreamlight since we got Pocahontas. Yeah. Yeah, I've had other characters do it too, where it's like somewhere along the quest, they just stop hanging out. Which, as long as they're still easy to find, is fine. It's if they also become difficult to track down that it's like, really? There's a reason I had you with me. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having John Smith. I think that would be nice. But again, I like having more characters, and I'm not really adverse to most characters. I think the most annoying character for me has been Cruella. But I know lots of people, they're very, like, people have very big opinions about the characters they do not like having around. And that's fair, too. I made the raccoon bait. This will safely catch Miko without hurting him.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Follow me to the dock on Dazzle Beach. I was just there. We must get Miko back before the Moontide Glow magic fades. If not, I worry we'll have missed our chance.
I enjoyed spending time with you.
Okay, but I'm gonna just travel there. You can run if you like, but also... Dazzle Beach. So are you a big Pocahontas fan then? I know there's a lot of people who are really excited to have her in the game, because they've been talking about her for a while. She was kind of at the end of my... When did Pocahontas come out? It was like late 90s, right? Mid to late. And I was, you know, high schooler by that point, so I wasn't as hyped about Disney stuff at that point in my life. So I've seen Mulan, and I've seen Pocahontas, and I feel like Hunchback of Notre Dame is in that group, kind of like that mid to late 90s period where it's like I saw them, but I wasn't as obsessed with them as I was in the stuff that was like late 80s and early 90s. That was when I was like peak Disney. And then Cinderella. Cinderella was one of my favorites that didn't come out when I was a kid. Like the song Colors of the Wind. I put Pocahontas' house in the Sunlit Plateau as it suits the atmosphere with Pocahontas. Like the song Colors of the Wind. It's a good song, that's for sure. And Miko is cute. Also, yes. I put her in the Forest of Valor. I felt like a forest was fitting for her too. Mostly, and then the raccoons are there, so it also like kind of felt cool. But I was torn. I'm always torn about where to put them. And I don't think ahead of time. You would think by now I would remember to go, oh yeah, they need to live in XYZ place. And then I'm like, uh-oh, wait, I hadn't thought about this ahead of time. Are you ready, Lilith?
Oh,
Of course. Let's get Miko back. Let's get Miko back.
I enjoyed
Is this it?
spending
Are we
time-
getting Miko right this second?
Oh,
Oh. More of the Lion King fan? Yeah. The Lion King, I think, was the last one of, like, my core childhood ones. Because it started with, well, I guess it really started with Cinderella as one of my, like, my first favorite Disney movie. Yay! And then Little Mermaid through Lion King were, like, my core years. So, Lilith, there's something stuck in Miko's fur. Looks like a note. Okay. Excuse
let's
me?
do this again.
Yes. I'll talk to you. Talk to who? Talk to you? Hey,
I'm
I
so
was just
happy
thinking
you're
about you,
here.
Lilith. Well, good. I was thinking about you, too. There was a message stuck in Miko's fur. Did you see it? I'll read it.
We'll see
There was
each
a
other
letter stuck in
again
Miko's
soon.
fur. Investigate the letter in your inventory. The Realm Weaver's note. This note was attached to Miko. It has a strange writing you've never seen before. Love the Lion King 1 and the Lion King 2 as well. See, I've never seen Lion King 2 or Lion King 1.5. I have never seen either one of those. But again, Lion King was kind of the last one that I was really into. And then I think the sequels were kind of in that post period where it was like, they never really made it around to him. Lion Guard is cool too. Lion Guard? What? What is that? Lion Guard. The Lion Guard. I've never even heard of that. Was it a show? It was a show. And it came out in 2016. Yeah, I never even heard of that. So that would have been my oldest, probably would, well, we didn't really watch a lot of Disney with my kid when he was growing up. We watched more PBS stuff and like a few shows here and there, but we never really like were hardcore Disney show people when my oldest was little. And that would have been like just before and like right around my youngest being born. So he would have been too little. But that's fun. It looks like, you know, kind of like young lion. Is that Mufasa as a cub? It was a movie and then gone into a series. Oh, okay. But that's what it looks like, is that it might be Mufasa as a kid. It's Keon. Oh, okay. Interesting. I had no idea that they'd even expanded the Lion King universe more. But that's cool. Oh, I didn't even... Oh, damn it. Hold on. Didn't read it. It should be in here, though, right? Yes. Lilith, I thought I'd keep this raccoon as another companion, but he bit me and ate all the snacks in my hideout. Good riddance. The Realm Weaver. P.S. I'll be seeing you, but will you see me? I wonder if this is related to... okay. The Gameloft Disney Dreamlight Valley people had sent out a hint, and I meant to mention it on Thursday, of like some other character that's coming. Keon is Simba's young son. Oh, so it's post. Okay, so it's not pre, it's post. Events of Lion King. Interesting. So let's do this. Let me see if I can find this hint that they sent out. It was like a picture of space. Hopefully no sounds will come up. But will it actually, will I be able to find it? There it is. Okay, so this was from April 9th. It says, excitement from afar is coming to your valley. A new courageous companion, out of this world items, and more coming soon. And all it shows is like a 15-second clip of what looks like you just kind of floating through space. Because all it is a black screen with stars. So I really don't know what the heck that means. And it's interesting. And I meant to bring it up on Thursday, and then I completely spaced it. Okay, who is the Realm Weaver? Yeah, if they start bringing in more stuff for, like, some of the series and some of the sequels, I'm going to be totally lost. Because I never was big into Disney series. I mean, I watched like the Mickey Mouse Club when I was growing up. And then my oldest watched Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which isn't, you know, like, isn't really the same as me growing up with it. But I never really got into a lot of the straight to, well, back at that point, it would have been straight to video sequels.
Let's do something fun.
I don't even know if I've seen any of them. Like, I know there was a Little Mermaid 2. I know there was multiple Aladdin movies. I never saw those. So, yeah, a lot of those things I'm just, like, completely clueless on. So if they start bringing that stuff into the game, I'm going to be really, really, like, I guess it's cool. Like, I mean, I'll be excited because, again, I like having more characters and more stories to tell and all of that. But I will be more, like, I won't know the characters as well. There are a lot of new characters and returning characters. You should try it. Perhaps. You know how hard it is to make time for stuff, though? I'll tell you what. Well, it's not fair. I mean, like, but there's so much to do. Like, there's always stuff going on. I have 2 kids. I have a full-time job. I'm married. I have a house. You know, like, there's always something going on. So I have a growing list of stuff, but I will definitely, you know what, I'm going to write it down because I will put it on my list, but who knows when the list will get addressed. But I do try and keep, like, things in mind, and maybe my little one would be into it. I mean, he's weird. There are things that he gets into and he's totally 100% into them. And then other things I'm like, he's going to be totally into this too. And then he'll just go away. And so I will write it down though. The Lion Guard. And at least my awareness will be elevated. Okay. Movie and show. Post Lion King so that I don't forget what the heck it is. But yes, I feel like there's always 14 million things on my to-do list and I have time for like 2 at any given time, you know? There's so much to experience in the world. It's crazy. Another companion, a hideout. This note is so strange. Who is the Realm Weaver? I would also like to know. No idea, but it sounds like there's someone mysterious, troublesome, or who's maybe evil. I'm going to say mysterious. I am curious to learn more. No matter what, I'll need to keep my eyes open for more clues about who or what they are. I'm sure you'll solve this mystery. Just remember to follow your path and listen with your heart. Lilith, I want to thank you for helping me with the celestial celebration and for bringing Miko back to the valley. I also wonder if there's like going to be something continuing on, and maybe that's another reason her quest chain might have been a little shorter. Because maybe there will be more of something, like, interconnected later, you know? The celebration was amazing, or always happy to help a friend, or you can never have enough raccoon buddies. I'm going to say always happy to help a friend. You are a true friend, Lilith. I hope you'll spend time with Miko. He seems to trust you, and his trust is hard to earn. I'm flattered, or I'm honored, or I better keep my pockets full of raspberries. Probably. I'm honored. I'm sure Miko will be too. And Lilith, I have something for you. Consider it a small token of our friendship. I hope we can go on more adventures together soon. Agreed. Yep, I loved it so much. Even got a Keon plush from Shop Disney when it was popular. Oh, fun. See, that's always nice. Because,
I'd say you found,
you know, getting excited about something and then being able to, like, kind of nerd out on it. And then it stays with you over time. Like, it's always nice to have stuff like that. Like, my mom still gives me stuff from things that I enjoyed when I was younger. So, it's always cool. Talk to Merlin about the curious clue you found. Wait, what? I don't really want these being tracked right now. Where are we at time-wise? Because I might have to think about wrapping it soon. Oh, God, it's 3:22. Okay. Oh. They did give it to me. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm excited about that. I thought that was going to be like a glider or like a swirly effect or something like that. Moontide Glow Waves. They did give it to me as a furniture piece. That is awesome. Because I'm assuming that they are now no longer at the beach. And Mako. He's... Look at his little face. I'm gonna have to get him equipped, though, so I can level him. Okay, and then look at that. Oh, and there's 4 more pieces. What? Look at those jeans. Okay. Beaded earrings. Do I have Pocahontas in here? I do not. I'm gonna have to add that to my validation. Okay, so let's do that. Where are we? This one? Okay. And just because I feel like you may not have been here with me, I keep a spreadsheet for furniture and clothing in particular. I track a bunch of stuff in my spreadsheet for myself, but part of it's because it used to be they didn't do a very good job of, like, particularly in Scrooge's shop, of letting you know things you had previously purchased, and in an effort to not spend all of my coin on stuff that I had never purchased or I had purchased previously without expressly wanting to do that myself. I started keeping a list so I would know of all of the stuff that I had already accumulated, and I have never stopped doing that. But they're also, like, sorting things that they don't do like I would like. They also don't have everything in one consolidated list. They also have things that aren't in the lists at all, but actually are, like, the hand items I don't think are in any of the collection menus, but I want them in my list. So I just keep track, and then I try and keep track of, like, what franchise they come from or whatever, or, like, what collection section they're in. Embroidered mucklucks. That's also Pocahontas. I got Fully the cheetah and Janja the hyena as a plush too. People think Janja is Shenzi's and Banzi's son, the way he looked. Oh. Is it a mystery of who the parents are, or is it, you know, fandom theories? These beaded earrings are so pretty. I have a friend who makes earrings in this style regularly. And my mom used to make these kind of earrings too. Alright, let's see this outfit. And what does he pick up? Foraging. Perfect. Does he make little purring sounds? Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up. Is she going to be near the bottom because she's new? All right, where is Pocahontas? I still wish this was in alphabetical order. There we go. Oh, her icon is like a swirling leaves. Makes total sense. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I like the boots on, but I kind of want them... oh my god, little... Okay, I don't need this necklace, though. Well, actually, that's not true. If I can find a cute top to put with this... Reset filters. Dazzle Beach button-up. Oh, that's new from... What did we get that for doing? What did we get that for doing? Do I have that on my list already? I do have it on my list already. It just, for some reason, was showing up as new. That's weird. I don't understand why you did that. No, it's not a jacket situation. It's a top situation. Does that green go enough? It's not quite the right green. Nope. And I can't take it off because there's no other shirt under there. Okay. How about this? It's too much yellow. Kind of want something a little more neutral. That necklace... It actually goes under the jacket okay. But I don't like the branches up near because it's too busy right there. Nope. See? Clipping through, making it weird. Don't like it. How about this? Also kind of clip... it looks like it's actually on top of the shirt, but it's kind of merging with the shirt there. How about this one? It's a little... like, I wish this was just a plain beige, you know? And I also wish we had, like, a plain just beige tee. Because we have gray and we have white. That's okay. But the necklace is gone now. I'm not gonna be able to wear the turtleneck. I'm just styling it for today because I'm not gonna keep wearing it probably. Ugh. The turquoise, see, the shirts kind of merge with the jewelry. It probably won't matter as I'm running around. I feel like I like that one a little bit better. Anyway, I watched it even when my nieces weren't watching as I got sunk into it and the songs were cool too. You know, that happens. You think you're going to get the kids involved somehow, and then you're the one who gets all up in it. It's funny. Totally done that. This game is a perfect example. I thought my kids were going to be totally in it, and then I was just like, well, I'll just make another character and I'll play by myself. And then I tell them when characters come in that I think they're going to like. And then they're like, oh yeah, that's cool for you, Mom. I want some sandals, I think. Or maybe we'll go ahead and wear moccasins again. They aren't quite the same color as the jacket. I would like it if they matched this yellowish color. So maybe we'll do a sandal. Do fancy shoes. I don't like that. Renaissance fair boots. Oh, why? Don't tuck them in. Oh, they clip through weird. No thanks. We could do brown sliders. I kind of want the strappy sandals, though. Give me some strappy sandals. These ones, maybe? Or there's another color. That one works for me. All right, just for today. And if we're going to do just for today, then I will take off the backpack. Just for today. Cute. I love these pants. I can't even. And the jacket's awfully cute. I just wish there was, like, some other tops that might go better. All right. I love that we can watch it whenever we get spare time like I did. And proud it's on Disney. Nice. Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice some of the stuff that they have on there for sure. Where it's like, I'm so glad that because, man, you know, I remember when they would, you know, there were movies you couldn't get because you had to wait for like a 25th anniversary or a 30th anniversary. Like they had different anniversary editions, and that you had like a specific window where you could only get it then, and you couldn't just have it any other time. And it's nice to just be able to be like, hey, you want to watch? Like I watched Lady and the Tramp. Now my little one wasn't into that, but when I watched Snow White, he totally got into Snow White, and absolutely loved Dopey. But it's nice to just be like, okay, you want to just watch this because it was kind of expensive. And then you had people who would collect the crap out of the Disney releases and have all the different versions. All right, talk to Merlin about the Curious Clue. Where is Merlin? Do I need to? I don't need to take a quick break. Oh, that's what I was thinking about. I'm really curious about this quest. I'm going to go talk to Merlin to make sure that it doesn't automatically trigger if I talk to him, because the star path, I'm going to work on that while I'm not streaming. And sometimes they make you talk to people or gift them things. And I don't want to accidentally trigger this mystery quest thing while not streaming. So let's go talk to him real quick. But I'm thinking of stopping questing here since I really should start wrapping up stream anyway. Because I want to kind of save this for the next time we play. And that might be 2 weeks from now. It might be 2 weeks before we stream this again. Where the hell are you going, sir? Talk to me. I love the live-action Mufasa. It was a new take on Lion King, as it is Rafiki telling Kiara the story about the story of Mufasa, like his history. Yeah, I'm interested in that too. I haven't actually watched that yet. There's a lot of the live actions I haven't seen yet, but again, long list of stuff to get to. But yeah, I was curious about like the origin stories, and I'm not familiar with what that, there's a story that was drawn from originally, right? The whole story of Lion King, and I've never read that either or heard that. So I like a good origin story, you know. But it sounds like you were really like Lion King, like the whole universe sounds like it was a big thing for you. I kind of feel that way about, like, I really loved The Little Mermaid, and I wanted to be a mermaid when I was a kid. And if I had known that 20 to 30 years later you could have a job being a mermaid, I might have taken a completely different life path. But when I was a kid, being a mermaid professionally was not a thing. But I was really into mermaid stuff when I was growing up. Mermaids and fairies and things like that. So I completely get it. But it sounds like you were all in on the Lion King stuff, which is great. It's great to have a thing, you know, like, or even more than one, really. Like a thing that's like you're so invested in. All right. Lilith, are you all right? You seem troubled. It is an automatic trigger. Pocahontas and I pulled Miko out of a weird ocean portal during the celestial celebration. He had this note attached to his fur. It's from someone called the Realm Weaver. How curious. This handwriting calls to mind a curious figure from the valley's past. What kind of figure? Are they dangerous, or everyone here is from the valley's past? I mean, everyone here is from the valley's past. Yes, but I mean from its far past, its very origins. I do remember they were somewhat of a trickster and quite close to you in your youth. I wonder. Lilith, this morning I noticed that a new door appeared in the Dream Castle. There it is. It could be these two peculiarities are connected.
How?
Why don't you investigate the door inside the Dream Castle, and then we can compare our observations. See, this is what I was spoiled on, and I was looking for earlier. It's just inside the entryway of the castle. Search to your left, and you'll soon see it.
Well,
this is going to be perfect to kind of hold on to. I'm going to have to avoid more spoilery stuff. Live action Lion King had no emotion in the face and eyes, but the Mufasa live action, they added the emotion in it. I'm glad that you said that, because honestly, I actually took my oldest and a friend of his to the drive-in to see the live action Lion King, and I totally left feeling like they were, like, it was almost a cash grab for people who loved Lion King as kids, because I remember going, I liked the animated one better, and not just because of the fact that I was a kid when the animated one came out, but now that you say that, it didn't feel as impactful. I didn't cry when Mufasa died, you know, like, I feel like as a parent now, especially, having that scene is so hard. It was hard before I was a parent, and things like that are harder now that I'm a parent. And so it was just like, kind of, it was fine. Like, it was fine. But it felt like they were trying to capitalize on people's nostalgia as opposed to making, I don't know, making something impactful. Her necklace is clipping through the back of the coat. It's fine. It kind of looks like detail at the top of the collar, but it's just a little weird. So yes, this is that door. This is what I was looking for. And it is in this nook like they were teasing. So I wonder if this is related to the space kind of teasy thing they did on their Facebook. I'm sure they put it in other places too, but that's where I saw it. So anyway, I'm not going to take a picture of this now. I'm going to leave it because I need to wrap up stream. And this seems like something perfect to save as like a little present for when we get to this, probably, I would say probably 2 weeks from now. You felt more emotional for the live-action Mufasa film? I can see that. And it sounds like they made effort. All right. Ooh, it's like a little present. Okay. So, is there anything else we want to do before we wrap it up for the day? Because I do need to... I need to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with my afternoon... Since I can't do a lot of stuff related to water while my drain is giving me problems. What the... Oh, no. Don't do that. Let's see. I want to finish up looking in the realms. That is definitely something I want to do since I feel incomplete. And there's only 3 of them left. Oh, God, the Alice in Wonderland realm. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. If I don't find any in this upper section, I don't think I'll make effort to go down to the... like more maze-like section. I mean, up here is kind of maze-like, but it's not quite the same. I would think I would find at least 1 egg up here if they hid eggs in here. It was worth it. Well done. And it's in respect of James. Yeah. James Earl Jones is amazing. I love him. He came to my high school when I was a junior or a senior and talked to the theater kids, and I was a theater kid. And somewhere in this house, I have pictures from that. Because my friend was on the yearbook committee, and she had the pictures that they were using for, I think, a spread in the yearbook, and I got some of them. So I don't know where I've stashed them. Somewhere. But... yeah, I love him. He's awesome. And he has a stutter. Well, had a stutter. But it was so strange hearing him speak and stutter. Because he has one of those, like, very iconic voices. And because, you know, of his job, he would... be able to do stuff without stuttering, you know, for movies and whatever, voiceover work. But it was just very strange to hear that voice stuttering. Hearing and watching hit hard, yeah. But yeah, very inspiring. And I still almost can't believe that even really happened. Like, you know... I know a lot of celebrities will do, like, stuff at schools and stuff like that, commencements and things like that, but it is still kind of wild to think. I mean, and it may not even be somebody that you're, like, fully into, but, like, to have somebody like that, like, I was there for that. That's still kind of weird to think about. I mean, it was almost 40 years ago now. No, not 40 years ago. Not quite that long ago. 30 years ago. Good Lord, woman, don't make yourself older than you are. Nobody needs that in their life. But... although there was a comedian once that was like, I don't understand why women lie and say that they're younger. They should lie and say that they're older. I mean, men too, maybe. You know, but I think it's more typical for women to want to lie about their age. Or at least historically and maybe stereotypically speaking. But it's like, you should lie and say you're like a decade older than what you are. And then people be like, oh my gosh, you look amazing. I don't think anybody should have to lie about their age. Just own your age. Why not? I've never been this age before. And when I get older, I've never been that age before either. I got that from my great-grandmother, though, where she was just like, I don't know what it's like. Let's see what it's like. Okay, that was Alice in Wonderland realm. I'm not going to bother going into the other section because I would have found at least 1 egg, I think, if it had been in that other part. If it had been there at all. What I loved is it's not a shot for shot, like it's a whole... new film and feels fresh. Well, it should be, right? You're talking about the Mufasa film, right? They didn't really make a... Did they make a Mufasa prequel? Like, did they make that into a movie before? Or something before where they would have been able to draw shot for shot? Because if it's all new, it shouldn't be shot for shot. Or are you talking about something else in relation to that? I'm Tangent Woman, so I may have missed. And I have squirrel brain, and we've been streaming for almost 4 hours, which means I also am starting to have jellified brain, where I'm like, wait, am I even thinking linearly anymore? Case in point, here we go. Let's demo brain weirdness. Brains are weird, and I acknowledge it frequently. All right. Yep, the Mufasa. Oh, okay, they haven't made it in the past. I was like, how out of the loop am I? Probably very. All right. I kind of don't want to go through the little mind storage area. The memory storage area. I don't want to do that. Should I do that? Should I even poke my head in there? Would I have found at least one egg by now if it was in here? This almost makes me want to Google where people have been finding purple eggs this year and see if people have already ruled out certain realms. Because I'm only remembering 2 realms right now. Is that right? Wall-E and Toy Story? Yeah, because there's nothing over here. I'm just going to do half. I'm not going to do both sides. I'm just going to make sure I kind of go around this area. Yeah, nothing over here. Am I missing a third one? My brain not remembering? Probably not. I'll have to look at the list and see if something else pops out at me when I look at it. All right. Love the songs in that film too. Yeah, I've heard good things about the music in that one. Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely one that's on my list because I've heard things about it. I wonder if my oldest is watching. He watches all kinds of movies now without me knowing. He's like, oh yeah, I've seen that. When? Oh, I just watched it. Okay. I mean, he's 15, so it's fair. I watch stuff without my parents too. All right. Let's look at the realms. Moana. Moana was another one. Wall-E. Toy Story. And I don't think anybody else. I don't think any of the other realms have had them. In either this stream or the one from 2 weeks ago when we first started. And there wasn't any in Lady and the Tramp. So is it really just three of the realms? See, Moana and Wall-E would be 2 of the first realms you get. And then I don't remember when Toy Story came out in relation to everything else. Is it one of the second group? Like the second floor of doors? It's amazing how much stuff that we've done in this game. I wonder how wildly different it is to play it now, just starting, you know? Like, which characters could you get before character... Like, you know, I had a very specific order of characters, and anybody who's been playing it for almost, or either as long as it's been out, or almost as long as it's been out, you've gotten characters in a very specific order, but I know that you don't have to do them that way. I'm not going inside. I know you don't have to do them that way if you're just starting the game now, so I wonder, like, how much variety there is to be had, and what it's like for new people. I mean, I will never be that person. You know? And there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't remember now. You know? Okay. I'm not gonna fuss. It seems like it's only those 3 realms. I don't really need help because I have plenty and I have leftover purples from last year. And I've already gotten all of the stuff opened up. And the stuff that I would craft multiples of, because I don't do a lot of holiday decorating. Like, I probably won't need more than one of these egg cookers. I don't think I would have much use for it in how I decorate and play. I could see maybe wanting to make another one of these banners, but I haven't made a lot of the stuff from years past. Like, I think I only have one each. I might make more than one of the balloons because I could see wanting to have them for decor, but I don't... Most of these things I don't want to make multiples of because I don't see myself using them. Maybe this, the basket. I have used this arch in a Dream Snap before. But I don't necessarily need to make the foods. The spring stall is cute. I don't know if I need more of them. Maybe the tableware, like if I was doing a decorated, like I wanted to do multiple place settings. But these lampposts are the first thing in this that I'm like, I know I will be making multiples of them. But I think I only need the new eggs for these. I don't think I need purple eggs to make them. So as long as I'm accumulating the green fishy eggs, I think I'll be all right. So even though I always want to hoard resources and want, I mean, since it's a limited time thing, I'm going to try and make effort to periodically go get the purple eggs. I'm just interested to see if they actually really said, okay, we're going to just do 3 realms for where the purple eggs are this year. Because before, there were purple eggs in multiple realms that they aren't in now. They were in the Beauty and the Beast realm. They were in the Aladdin realm. I remember people being mad about it. I remember them being in the Mulan realm. And what was the other one? Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, Aladdin, Moana, the Lion King realm. I remember them being in those realms before. And I have yet to find them this year in there. So I'm like, did they really just pare it down to only 3 realms? Maybe. OCS. Uh-oh. What does OCS mean? It's an acronym I don't know off the top of my head. OCS. Meaning. That's not what that means. That's not what that means. Officer Candidate School. I even did artwork of my Lion King OCS. Is it original character or something? Is it plural OCs, original characters? I'm not an old lady, but sometimes I don't know all the acronyms. Okay, good. I Google a lot of acronyms because I'm just like, I just want to know. Okay. So OCs, not OCS. Okay. I'm there. And I have no shame in Googling stuff because I'd rather just know, you know? Okay. I think we can wrap it up there. I'm getting a lot of stuff done for duties in relation to the Star Path. I'm going to continue to work on this stuff in between today when we're streaming and the next time we stream this. And then I probably won't get rewards in between. I'm not super fussed about waiting. I mean, it's kind of like a little treat, kind of like the quest is a little present. I feel like this is also a little present. And I will be streaming this again before the Star Path ends, but I'm probably going to be taking off a couple of weeks, and we can probably, well, do I need to look at anything else? The extravaganza event, I'm going to continue trying to hoard eggs because of course I am. I think I might have one more instance of being able to do a weekly quest with Wally so that I can get a chunk of eggs that way. But now that I don't have to worry about working on Pocahontas' friendship level, I can, you know, equip fisher assistants to go fish the eggs, and that will help me rack up a lot of eggs very quickly. We did that a couple weeks ago where it was just like, and boom, I had like 30 something eggs. So that's fine. I'll be continuing to put out decorating videos and Dream Snap videos while I'm not streaming this, but next week, because I had overwhelming response in the positive of doing a Subnautica replay, I haven't played that game in at least 5 years. I would have to look and see if it's been 5 or 6. But I've been getting super hyped about Subnautica 2. So I've been wanting to play that again. And since people were positive to that, we're going to start that on Thursday night. I'm planning on doing a Thursday and Sunday stream of that next week and probably the next week. So 4 consecutive streams of Subnautica. But by the end of that, and I can actually do this, switch back to this. By the end of 2 weeks, we will be into the next event, which will be a new event in Dreamlight Valley. So it's the spring, whatever, what do we call that? Something spring event. But it's new this year. And so I imagine we'll be getting at least a couple streams in while that event is going on. And because we will be streaming that, we will also make time to continue on the new mystery quest with Merlin. We will spend tokens, and we will just do general catching up when we get back to that. So, I think that's everything. My brain is jelly, so if I'm forgetting something, forgive me. You can always ask me questions in the comments or whatever, or just, you know, wonder, I guess. Anyway, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, depending on which platform you're on, if you're having a good time and want to hang out with me later or catch other content that I put out. But I think that's everything. So I hope you have a lovely day, night, time, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I will see you next time. Bye. And thank you for all the Lion King combo. I'll let you know if I catch them. Bye.